Welcome everyone to PlayStation Tournaments FGC Arcade Road to Evo Tekken 7 North America. I am Rip here with the skilled Roy. How are you doing, friend?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm really excited for, honestly, a really stacked bracket tonight. Should be a bunch of really great matches going into Road to Evo.
Exactly, and of course there's a bunch of PlayStation tournaments happening, guys, but if you guys want to check out the newest spot to check it out, it's going to be youtube.com/PlayStation Esports. So of course this is your regular PlayStation channel. You guys might be watching it on youtube.PlayStation Ready, but PlayStation Esports is actually going to be the new channel going forward for all things esports, so make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the youtube.com/PlayStation Esports channel for all things esports.
Yeah, it's going to be a really great place to check out any sort of tournaments or anything that comes up in the future, so be sure to check that out. But speaking of tournaments, let's take a look at the format that we have going on today for this tournament, the Road to Evo.
Exactly. Of course, you know, we have the top 8 players that have qualified here so far. We talked about how this bracket is going to be a little bit stacked, but the format of this is actually going to be a double elimination tournament. It's going to be best of 5 the whole way through, right? And then, of course, there's still going to be the potential for a grand final reset if that happens, because, of course, double elimination, if you make it through on the winner side of things, and somebody comes to the loser side and they beat you one set, you've only lost once, right? So you need the reset opportunity, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, this tournament's going to be really fantastic. And the reason we have it as double elimination, best of 5, all the way through is because the prizing for this tournament is absolutely crazy. Let's go take a look at the prizing, because the Road to Evo is exactly in the name right there, because the first place prize is quite amazing.
Exactly. This tournament going to be giving the winner an actual trip to Evolution this year in Las Vegas. It's going to be an Evo hospitality package. It's going to include a flight. It's going to include a hotel. There's going to be some spending cash on the side. And plus you can get tickets to the show 1, 2, and finals day, right? So plenty of stuff there. And then 2nd through 8th, you guys all get paid too. 2nd gets $200. 3rd and 4th both get $100. 5th through 8th get 50. But of course, that's a little steep drop-off from the first place finish here, right? You want to get that Evo hospitality package.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be an absolutely amazing opportunity for just about anyone who wins it. But of course, we have 8 amazing players here who are all going to be competing for that amazing Evo hospitality package. So let's go take a look at the bracket that we were talking about just a moment earlier.
For sure. Let's take a look at it. So Joey Fury, the legend himself, going to be going up against Censed Sonic. That should be a fun match. Undefeatable King going up against Gato. Both these guys, very familiar names to the PlayStation Tournament Series. Then we got Father King 1, a.k.a. Joe Crush, going to be going up against Divine Exorcist. I do believe they are training partners, so this one should be an interesting one. And then at the very bottom there, we've got Ace Unlimited going up against Nashi. And these guys are both longtime players of the game, longtime tournament veterans, so names that we don't usually see make it into the top 8 of these tournaments. So very curious to see how far and how deep they make it into this bracket. Of course, you know, sometimes these events happen, like the Road to Evo. This is the big one. You got to win this one. This is where all the old names show up. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. And this is anyone's chance to make it to Evo. It could be a huge event for them as well once they actually make it to Evo itself. But in the meantime, though, for you guys at home who wanted your chance to join these types of tournaments, go ahead and check out compete.playstation.com, where you'll have your chance to join any of our PlayStation tournaments, including future Road to Evos and other FGC and other tournaments like that in the future.
Exactly. I know today's Tekken 7. I know tomorrow we have some Mortal Kombat action. So Mortal Kombat 11, Guilty Gear Strive. There's also non-FTC games, as you mentioned. I believe there's like Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, Apex Legends, etc. So tons of games. Make sure you guys check it out, compete.playstation.com. Or if you guys are more interested in joining the community side of things, we also have a Discord that you guys can be joining. So make sure you guys join the PlayStation Tournaments Community Discord to find regular updates on esports events, articles, videos, and just to meet with other players and improve your game. Scan that QR code to get involved and get in there. This broadcast itself, you guys might actually be watching it through the PlayStation Tournament Community Discord. So get on in there. Lots of fun stuff for all players, for all skill levels.
Yeah, and this is a great, fantastic resource for anyone who wants to get a chance to play against people around their same level, stay up to date all in one nice central location. It's absolutely an amazing app and place to check out. So definitely take a look and scan that code.
Alrighty. But, you know, we are setting up now for our first match, guys. And this one's going to be a lot of fun, I do believe, right? Because we have on one hand Joey Fury. On the other hand, we got Censed Sonic, right? And, you know, Joey Fury, he's been competing forever and ever and ever. You know, one of the top players in North America, definitely going to be one of the favorites in this bracket. But Censed Sonic, he's someone who's actually won a PlayStation tournament in the past. That was really fun, a PlayStation tournament. But actually, someone who's gotten multiple top 4 finishes even. So definitely not going to be an easy match for even a player like Joey.
Yeah, I think even especially in such a high quality tournament like this, even like the first versus 8th seed is going to be a fantastic match no matter which way you shake it. And in a best of 5, it could be anyone's game. So we'll really see what manages to happen here. But let's go take a look at the player cards. We have a sec here to see their characters and see more about our players we have tonight.
Exactly, because I mean, as you mentioned, best of 5 in this situation. Sometimes it favors the longtime veteran, but other times it actually doesn't. There's more of a chance for the underdog to kind of showcase their skill. But you see here, Joseph Fury, 30 years of age, out of New York. You guys can follow him on Twitter at Joey_Fury, or you can check out his stream at twitch.tv/Joey_Fury. I like how he keeps it consistent. It's always the same all the way through.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great name that is. And of course, his opponent is going to be Censed. And Censed is also a really incredible player, so I'm really excited to see more about them in the future as well. DeMarcus Smith, 26 years old from Mississippi. Twitter and stream is both Censed and twitch.tv/Censed. So if you want to see some incredible gameplay, definitely go take a look at that as well.
Yeah, I mean, the character cards that we saw here, Claudio and Miguel, probably a little unlikely here. I know Joey, in the past, he was historically known as a Jack player. And he kind of took a break from the character, kind of moved away more towards the Marduk and the Fang side of things. But recently in tournaments, he's actually kind of come back to the Jack. So I believe it was Combo Breaker we saw him bring the Jack back. He made top 8 into that tournament as well. So really looking forward to see what character he chooses here. On the side of Censed, though, he was known, I think in Tekken Tag 2, it was primarily Elisa that was his character.
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't remember who his secondary was in that game even, but in recent history, I can remember him also trying out Lydia in this game. So, he was one of these DLC picker-uppers, and I don't know if he's still on that path or not. Lydia received a lot of nerfs, so we'll see what can we get out of Censed.
Yeah, it should be a really great match no matter which way you sort of shake it here, especially if you get the Jack. I really want to see the Jack, especially because I know that Joe Crush on the other side of the bracket has been playing a lot of Jack as well. Seeing the Jack mirror as a later match would be fantastic too. But we'll have to see as our players sort of get ready here how this matchup's really going to break down, because it could really go either way here, especially in a best of 5. It's more about the player skill at this point, where it gets to this point, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely, and it's also going to come down to character choice. Obviously playing in an online environment is slightly different than playing in an offline environment, so I'm curious to see if we get Joey with the Jack here, or if he goes more to his tried and true Marduk. I think he has a lot more online experience with Marduk. The Fang Wei, I don't feel like he has as much experience with it online, but it could be one of those situations where he feels like that is going to be the character he decides to go with.
Yeah, looks like we're getting into the match just shortly, so we'll see what character Joey Fury actually manages to choose here, and we'll see what the matchup ends up shaking out to be in just a moment. Incredibly excited, though. This should be a fantastic first match for the Road to Evo tournament.
For sure. Yeah, and this one's going to be fun. This is not actually a matchup that I have a lot of history in seeing, like Joey Fury versus Censed itself. I think Censed, you primarily see him at the PlayStation tournament side of things. Joey Fury, I've seen more in an offline environment, and we do, in fact, get the Jack from Joey Fury, but Censed bringing out the Claudio, and this is familiar to me now. I do recall. He did used to use the Claudio as well. It's actually kind of similar to Elisa, right? They both have the running 2 attack. In that sense, both have very good low poke games. Claudio's obviously a little bit more punishable than Elisa's is, so we'll see.
This should be anyone's match here. Let's just see how it gets started. All right. Immediately starting to get some quick checks. Push them back here and see what happens here. Nice one, that low jab. Nice jackhammer. Here we go.
Yeah, Joey off to a good start right now. Yeah, a lot of jackhammer pressure too. That's like one of those moves where it was very common in early days of Tekken 7, but it's kind of fallen off.
Oh, another one. Wow, he's just going another running 2. Here we go.
Yeah, jackhammer, in the past, it was one of those moves where they changed the amount that it had tracking. So you could actually sidestep it to the left pretty easily, and they've kind of reverted that a little bit. So still able to sidestep left against it, but we'll see if Censed goes that route.
Nice. He takes out the throw there. Yeah, really, really clean stuff. Really great fundamentals on display already just by Joey Fury, not blinking in the face of running 2, doing some really solid work here with his low jab as well as his jackhammers, keeping good solid pressure.
Yeah, that really is the basic game plan here, right? Check the ankles all day with these down back ones, make them want to duck, and when they duck, the jackhammer's there behind it.
Exactly. Running 2 again. Yep. Ooh, fantastic duck there. Managed to pick him up here. Here we go. Yeah, nice right to the wall.
Float conversion, wall combo, yes.
Ooh, fantastic side steps.
Yeah, if he had crashed it with a hop kick, though, it would have been a little better. Joey Fury, 2 quick rounds.
Unfortunately, it's with the extension there, but here we go. More solid pushes back. Actually, one more time. Oh, it keeps nailing on a little bit of damage, a little bit at a time here.
Yeah, Sonic, I mean, I think he could either actually benefit from either just some low blocks or some low parry attempts here. He's just taking all these lows and it's adding up.
Yeah, especially with some dangerous hop kicks too. You have to wonder if that's perhaps an option here too. Definitely jackhammer. Oh, running two finally connects. Starburst online. Here we go.
Can we use the Starburst? Okay. Got him to duck. Okay.
There you go. Fantastic work there. Cashing out and now making it 2-1. Here we go. Oh, goes for it. You know you have to go for it sometimes as an audio player. I understand.
Look at the life he lost off that hop kick attempt, right? That's pretty minimal. You can go for that 20 times in a round.
Oh, absolutely. You're more than happy to do that. Oh, nice try to sponsor. Nice low parry. Here we go.
There it is. Exactly. That's what you need to do. Joey's been going low a lot, but now, of course, now the low parry has come out. You can exceed Joey here and maybe start to mix things up a little bit more.
Here we go. Oh, so fast. Oh, no.
Volcano Buster modified version for the combo extension, and that is the first game. Joey Fury going up 1-0 here.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there, making sure to cross under so you make sure he gets the full extension and onto the wall. Really, really great work there by Joey Fury. Honestly, kind of what we sort of expected as our first sort of match here. Joey Fury, obviously incredibly solid player, but Censed Sonic started to see some life in him, but getting those low parries. So perhaps across the best of 5, that will come into play more, especially if he manages to get more out of it.
No, yeah, definitely. The first few rounds there, Censed Sonic just took like 100,000 low pokes, it seemed like.
Yeah.
And he didn't even flinch for it. He didn't try to sidestep or anything, right? He just hit me low all you want. I'll block all these jackhammers. I'm never going to duck. And then finally, he went with the low parry. Next start of the round, he went for the hop kick. So he is starting to respond to these low pokes. Of course, I'm sure Joey Fury is aware of this. When you're a Jack player, you kind of build up the mentality of understanding when your opponents are looking for the lows because Jack has such good low pokes. And Jack players are really, really good at, cashing in with the down for 2 mid, which is, it's his main launcher, but it's also very punishable. So it's not a move that they throw out lightly, but so many of the high-level Jack players have such good timing with finding when to throw in those down 4-2s, and I feel like we're just seeing Joey set up for it right now.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I have to wonder if Censed Sonic is saving a potential blowout moment with the hop kick over one of the down back ones. Maybe that comes into play at some point as well because he's playing pretty conservative with the hop kick. Besides the 1 round starter, you often, for those of you who play online, I'm sure you see plenty of Claudio hop kicks in your time. But this is being pretty conservative for the first set here. We are in Infinite Azure, though, this time. So let's see how a non-wall stage manages to make this matchup shift a bit.
Exactly. And, the thing about Claudio, too, it's interesting how this game has evolved over the years. Basically, when the character first came out, the hop kick was the tool, right? And it's still one of his best tools. However, at the highest level of the game, we really see Claudio players use it less and less these days. But that was a nice sidestep left into low parry. That sidestep left would have avoided jackhammer. The low parry fuzzy attempt there was to get the low, so that's a great option. The sidestep left low parry.
Oh, just keeps catching him. There we go. This should be nice and easy. Very, very clean. Coming right out of the gate after the first initial game loss, but taking the first round.
Yeah, Starburst down 2-2, closing out round 1 there for Censed Sonic. That to me is, I was gonna say that Starburst down 2-2 for me is one of those moves where that's one of the differences between offline and online. It's difficult to block offline, so it's one of those moves on cut, online. It's oh man, that's actually good.
Literally impossible. I'm totally on board with you there. We saw actually Joey get a duck there on the wall warning too, so we'll see what ends up happening here as well. Yeah, on deck. Ooh, yeah, another down back one. Close it out.
There we go. Joey tying up the round count here. Seeing a lot more standing 2 checks here. This is try to catch him out of any airborne attempt. So Joey, keeping me in check with these standing 2s, but of course the lows are always going to be behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And you see Censed actually went for the wall running 3 there, hoping that Joey would duck again, but actually blocked the standing this time. Nice crush. Here we go.
Wow,
waiting him out.
Yeah. In that position, it's very dangerous. Face down, feet towards the opponent. If you get up wrong, that's an easy back row catch. And Joey was looking to see if he'd get up off the ground wrong. Censed Sonic played it smart, but still, Joey's round.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the wall running. Oh, nice. Just a little out of the way of that one. Another jackhammer. Oh, another one. Man, he's just finding so many hits with them, more than I've ever seen. Oh, another one. I have to wonder here if he scares something hitting mid here. Hang on. Oh, nice. Another one. Oh, there we go.
And again, that was off the side step left into the low parry. So just strategy here, Sonic, but he's got to find more damage. He really hasn't pressed enough of his own offense. Oh,
feels like a lot of it so much reactive. Oh no, yeah, that's gonna be that. Unfortunate. I really like that game one. That game one seemed really explosive from Sonic, and I'm really hoping that we get some more of that because I would hate to see this go a 3-0.
I mean, right now it's looking like Joey's in control, right? So it seems like 3-0 is more likely than not. Sonic, there's been a little bit more offense on his part that time, but overall he's had a very defensive style of play against Joey. And, you know, honestly, it doesn't seem to be working. So unless he's got two options, in my opinion. He's either got to step up the offense with Claudio, or he's got to switch characters. You know, switching characters at this point is a little bit risky, but it's not looking so hot right now. So, you know, you're kind of running out of options. I like the defensive option he's trying with the sidestep left and the fuzzy low parry attempts. But overall, it's not nearly enough for the amount of offense Joey's throwing at him that's succeeding.
Yeah, exactly. Especially it also comes down to characters at that point too, like how much you're really getting out of your sidesteps openings. And while he's setting up the starburst, we only saw that one game where the starburst really came into play to really capitalize and take a round. So we'll have to really see here if maybe a character swap is what happens, or I personally am in favor of a bit of a shift in the game speed. I feel like playing a defensive game against Jack is very scary, and I feel like the risk reward is very skewed in his favor at times. So I feel like playing more aggressively might be a better option here. Oh, goes for Miguel this time.
Okay.
Here we go. You're right. It's character swap.
Character swap. I mean, the way things were headed, you know, just it wasn't looking good for the Claudio here. And Joey has a lot of experience against Claudio. He's trained with Shadow a bunch in the past, which is one of the best Claudios in the country, if not the world. So I like the switch here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this as well. Hopefully, also sort of a bit more aggressive character as well. Maybe signaling less of a defensive play style, but we'll have to see here. Vermilion Gates, though. This is another fantastic stage. We'll be seeing how this goes underway in just a moment as we load in.
Oh, yeah, I love this stage. Definitely one of the pretty stages. Sidestep, too, to the boots.
Fantastic start there. Another great movement here. He just keeps checking him. Oh, my goodness.
Duck? Giving his balcony break. We're going downstairs. Raise the roof. Giving his combo. We're at the other wall. And you're dead.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow. Absolutely dominant performance there by Joey Fury. Just checked him a couple times, like, okay, if you're not blocking, I guess we'll do this. Oh, there we go. Catch some more time. These lows are finding homes here.
Debug. Big lead again, man. Joey. Okay, it says like, here you go. Press some offense.
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what you want to do here. If you're not going to be blocking those down ones. Nice hop kick. Here we go.
Yeah, you're not going to do any damage to your opponent unless you're hitting some buttons.
There you go. You'll love to see it. Takes answers around back just immediately right after. Oh,
star of the round. Yeah, Jack forward two. Fastest attack he's got.
Oh, sizing each other up there for a moment. Another jackhammer plants him. Some space. Oh, gets interrupted this time. Oh, another down. Touching low a couple times. Good.
Great go for Sonic, though. Gets power crush, and just like that, it is set point for Joey Fury.
Yeah, Joey Fury's been really nailing those power crushes consistently. Here we go. Good starter. Sonic gets me some going here. Right into the wall. Right where we want to be. Oh, but that sidestep. Oh, 2 whiffs, though.
Yes, Sonic. He's got to stay on the gas here.
Exactly. Yes, perfect.
Yeah, speaking of perfect. Perfect right there on the screen. Final round, game 3. All right, important round, Sonic.
The adaptations we were looking for. Wow, what a climactic first start here.
That was
final
crazy.
Round.
The amount of damage on both sides when that trade started the round.
Exactly. Another jackhammer.
Good
low parry.
How did he call that out?
I don't think he's the whole game. That's crazy.
Sonic wasn't even really using lows like that.
Yeah. There we go. Set each other up. Back to the wall. Anything could happen here. Another block. Oh, there he goes again. Again, next to the wall here. Look at these happening here.
It's almost a raise. There's the raise. He's going to have only a pixel here. Last chance at Sonic. He went for it. Swinging for the fence is not going to matter. Joey popping off. 3-0. Stays on the winner's side of the bracket right now. Congrats to Joey Fury. You know, Sonic, though, it is double elimination. Not going to be out of the tournament with that loss. But he is going on down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, and I can't wait to hopefully to see a run back of that because I really think that Miguel was was cooking a lot more, I think, than the Claudia was in this matchup in particular. I think if we had seen maybe 2 more games with that instead, it could have been a much different story here in terms of the game count. But obviously, fantastic work by Joey Fury, as always, to come out with a clean 3-0 win.
Yeah, no, definitely. Joey looking sharp today with the Jack. I like that he's back on the Jack. So that's very exciting to see. But having success with it so far as well. And, of course, as we mentioned, big prize available today for the winner of the tournament, right? That Evil Hospitality package, that's what they're playing for. But only for first place, right? Second place, you still get some cash. You get some nice cash for playing an online tournament at home, but it's a big drop-off from that first place prize package. And, Joey's someone who's been to Evolution multiple times. He wants that free hospitality package for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna need quite a few second places before you get enough to take it to Evo. But let's take a look at our next players, though, who are going to be competing for that amazing Evo hospitality package.
Alrighty, let's see. Who's it going to be? We got Undefeatable King here, Muta, 27 years of age, out of North Carolina. No Twitter available. Make sure you guys check him on YouTube at Undefeatable King. He's got the Lars there, but I'm pretty sure he's a King player. I'm pretty sure he's like a regular King and Armor King. I think primarily I've seen the
it's
Armor
in the
King
name too. Yeah. So we'll have to see. I mean, hey, I'd love to see a Lars from him. That'd be kind of hype, honestly.
I hate Lars.
Understandable. But his opponent is going to be Gato, of course. Plays a lot of the Kunoichi, as well as Leroy, it says here as well. Gato, 23 from North Carolina. Should be no Twitter or stream, unfortunately, but be sure to check out this match and see if you like his stuff.
All right, Gato got the Leroy player card. That would be pretty hype. I like seeing Leroy. Leroy, one of the characters I didn't really expect to see back in Tekken 8. But they announced it very early, so Leroy going to be part of that closed network test coming up for Tekken 8 in just a month and a half or so. Cool to see him back in action.
Yeah, it's interesting. His popularity must be really high after how incredible he did in Tekken 7, especially upon release. So I'm excited to see him back, and we'll see just how much he evolves being a part of the base roster instead of the DLC roster.
Very exciting times. And the thing that's cool about Tekken 8 too is that they've changed up some of the characters. Like Leroy's moveset, it's similar, but he's been changed quite drastically, right? So I feel like there are a few Tekken 7 characters that I was like not a big fan of, but reimagining how they could be in Tekken 8's been a lot of fun. It's interesting. So I'm curious to see where things go still when Tekken 8 comes.
Yeah, no, I also really like how they're doing a lot of character fusions too. Hwoarang obviously having some of Beck's moves, and Jin having some of Devil Jin's moves as well. So a lot of really cool synchronization moments like that. So I'm curious if we'll get more of those in the future. Maybe who knows what we'll get in the future? Maybe Gigas plus Marduk. Who knows?
Whoa, they already kind of fused Jack and Gigas actually.
Right. Yeah, so it's definitely possible. But yeah, we'll see what happens in this match, though. Undefeatable King versus Gato should be an incredibly fun match to see here, guys. It will be just starting in just a moment as we get the players into the lobby and get started. But what are your thoughts on the initial matchups here, Rip?
I mean, it all comes down to characters they choose. Like, I think if we get like a King or an Armor King versus a Kunimitsu, then I feel like usually you'd kind of give it to like the Kunimitsu, but it really depends on the player on the King side, right? An Undefeatable King, he's one of these guys that I've seen do very, very well in these PlayStation tournaments. He always gets like a top 3 or top 4 finish. He's a very, very strong player. His Armor King's very scary. Really forces you into mix-up situations that you have to guess from. It's not a situation where it's like you can react. So that's a very scary situation to be defending from in Tekken. So we'll see how Undefeatable King plays this one out. On the side of Gato, though, there could be the Kunimitsu, it could be the Master Raven. I don't know which character I like more versus the Kings, to be honest. I think Kunimitsu is the scarier character, but I think Gato's always had that Master Raven.
Yeah, I think it's more of I think while one might be the traditional choice you might choose in a blind test, I feel like Master Raven with Gato especially, I've seen him do some crazy stuff on the characters, so maybe it's a comfort pick there, especially with being a character he's played a bit longer due to the Kuni coming a bit later. So we'll have to see how the matchup sort of swings out there, but should be a good one either way, honestly.
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This is two competitors who have been in multiple PlayStation tournaments. They're very, familiar names out here in the series, so this one is going to be a little unpredictable, but I feel like it's pretty evenly matched, to be honest.
Yeah, these two, for those of you at home, these two are the 4th and 5th seed respectively, so this is going to be a really close match between the two of them. Could go either way, especially in the best of 5. It's going to be a lot of fun adaptations and counter adaptations, so we'll have to see how that sort of shakes out, especially with, I feel like, 2 specialist characters like the King series and the Kunoichi. I feel like there's a lot of like really cool moments that you can break out a crazy tool in a best of 5, knowing that you have some games to play with. So I'm hoping to see some really flashy stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Gato's characters too, right? Kunimitsu and Master Raven, they both have potential to be really flashy. On the other side, King players, they have the crazy in them, man. I don't know what it is about them. They always end up doing something like, oh, you expect this out of that out of them, but no. They're like, watch this. I'm going to be totally crazy and throw you some wild stuff. But I think Armor King is generally a safer pick. I think regular King, you get the crazy, but Armor King, I think he's just pretty straightforward. He's going to do that side step move that hits you a lot. It's going to be pretty hype in some moments. But overall, it's really going to be the guessing out of the multi-throw mixes. I just like the big lows that he's got. So he's a little bit of a riskier character, but also a very annoying character to deal with. Long range, mid post, safe, relatively safe as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, and especially in a long series too, that you can afford to take risks a bit more frequently. You can afford to take out maybe perhaps the King in the early rounds, bringing the Armor King as backup later. There's a lot of different angles you have to attack here, which makes the tournament much more interesting in a best of 5 scenario. So I'm really glad to sort of have a moment to see this. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just waiting for these guys to join into his lobbies and get set up, guys. But of course, if you guys want to be taking part in these tournaments, compete.playstation.com. That's where you want to head over to. Sign for all these Tekken tournaments, plus other fighting games as well, right? Guilty Gear Strive, Mortal Kombat 11, Dragon Ball FighterZ, all available. Plus, they've also got non-FGC games. They got shooter games, Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, Apex Legends. I think there's also sports games. I think NBA 2K is in the roster, FIFA as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So tons of stuff, man. It's a different world we live in these days with PlayStation tournaments now offering all these tournaments available for people to walk away with some cash prizes just for playing online from home.
Yeah, it's honestly a really great opportunity for anyone. So please go ahead and check us out there. Or, of course, check us out on the PlayStation Discord as well, so you can see all the events in one nice place, talk with the community, find some people to train against or maybe play with in these other tournaments. It's a fantastic time. And honestly, you're seeing one of the best FGC tournaments right now, which is going to be the Road to EVO tournament series, which gives players a chance to win a trip to EVO with all their hospitality and transportation paid for. So it's going to be a fantastic time. And who knows, maybe you'll see the winner of this tournament in the grand finals of EVO when it comes up soon.
No, that's wild, right? I mean, I've been going to EVO now, I think, since 2005 every year, right? So it's been 18 years of EVO. That's insane. That doesn't even make sense. I don't think that math adds up, but it's true. And, like, obviously there are guys like Daigo and stuff who've been a few years longer than that, right? So EVO is a long-running series now. And just to imagine that we are at a place where now PlayStation is sending people to EVO, to compete, it's just like blows my mind, dude. It's just something I never saw coming, 10 plus years ago when I was competing. It seemed like impossibly out of reach, but here we are.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic to see how much the community has grown and how much Sony PlayStation is doing to help support them as well. It's going to be an incredible time, I think, we're fighting, especially in the next couple of years as this new renaissance almost of new-gen fighting games comes out between Tekken 8, of course, coming up soon as well. Everyone's, I'm sure, excited for that. Mortal Kombat 1 and so on and so forth. It's going to be an absolutely amazing time.
No, it's a fantastic time. I think it's got to be... I cannot remember a time in the FGC we had this many big titles all releasing relatively close to each other. So, it is a great time to be in the fighting game scene. Plus, of course, Project L, we never know when that's coming out. I mean, at this point, it feels like it's never coming out, right? Is it? I've heard about it for like 5 years, I feel like.
I feel you. But here we are getting to the game. Oh, man, we got Geese versus Armor King. Okay, this changes things up quite a bit, actually. I haven't seen Gato's Geese comparatively as much to his Kunoichi, so let's see what happens here.
Yeah, very unexpected here. So Geese Howard versus Undefeatable King's Armor King, and they're going to Duomo de Sirio.
This should be a really interesting matchup, actually. Especially when it comes down to it, obviously Geese doesn't need an introduction in the Tekken competitive scene. Fantastically powerful character. He's been nerfed a couple times now, but still really, really solid. Has some really powerful mechanics coming all the way from the King of Fighters series. And Armor King, a fantastic blend of Mishima mechanics as well as a grappler. So we'll have to see how this sort of shapes up here.
Armor King's a very interesting character, too. I mean, the fact that he gave this Mishima Wave Dash character man grab, just like that, as I'm speaking it into existence, beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It turns out what King really wants is the ability to be everywhere at once, and that's what you get with Armor King. Oh, managed to get a punish there, though. Here we go. Tackles down. Nice. Breaks it immediately.
Good side step there, and here's a small punish. Doesn't have meter, so he can't cash in for big damage.
Great break. Right into the wall. Great pressure.
Flat combo.
Oh, no. Oh, great dodge of the wizard. Here we go. Catches max mode on. Meter's draining, but Rage is on deck.
Double Rage. Yo, he went for the counter end of the round, too. That was a wild guess. But Undefeatable King with the right choice to going low. All right, forward roll plus 2. Gets the launch start of the round. Here we go to the wall.
Nice optimized combos. You love to see it. Taps him low a couple times. Oh, goes for the wild hop kick. Actually caught right there. Oh, this is looking bad. Nice low parry. Chance to turn around here. Rage on deck. Lots of damage.
All right, Undefeatable King. What are we going to do here? What's the mix? Goes for the grab.
Just whiffs slightly, unfortunately. Catches him low.
That Rage Drive's going to come into play soon.
Oh, at any moment now,
Counter?
Uriel perfect.
Rage Drive. Yeah, of course he would. Tombstone. Is that enough damage?
I think it is. Oh,
No.
just barely.
Mix. The mid.
Perfect.
Yo,
Absolutely
Undefeatable
incredible.
King. What a comeback.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. Great stuff by Undefeatable King. Catching more time with running. Oh, ducks the throw this time.
Oh, my
nice
goodness.
jump. That's crazy.
Capital punishment over the top. Doesn't quite get the pick up after the screw, though.
Nice, right into the wall here. Really great stuff. Good optimizations. Gets the
DDT.
throne. Pretty light punish for that, honestly. Good stuff there. Catching more time.
God, more throws. And
That's
that
it.
is that. Undefeatable King. 3 rounds straight there. Gato going to have to reconsider. And, you know, the Geese pick looked okay in the second round. Second round was close. But crazy comeback from Undefeatable King. Had all the right options, really. You know, he had a combo. Then he had a fuzzy low parry attempt. Good defense. Then he finally got the wall splat. He had the counter down back 3, actually. Tech roll. I was like, this is the perfect chance to use Rage Drive.
Yep.
He used it off the tech roll. Gato got caught by it. Tombstone didn't kill. Still one more chance for Gato, but the safe mid option there from Undefeatable King to close out that round was a crazy comeback.
Yeah, well, hey, it's in the name, man. Undefeatable King absolutely seemed incredible on the Armor King. And for those of you at home, Gato has a couple other characters who are incredibly powerful as well. So I can't help but wonder if this is a character just to sort of test the waters, see how things go at first, and maybe swap over to the Ninja Girls in maybe a round or two.
Yeah, we will see, man. Or maybe just like committing to the Geese. The Geese is a good character.
Yeah, Geese is fantastic. No doubt about it. This is not a character to be slept on by any means. With his max mode ability, you'll be able to pump out some serious damage and get some punishments that most Tekken roster can only dream of. So we'll have to see what happens here.
For sure. Let's see what character it's going to stick with the Geese.
Sticking with the Geese, but we do have Infinite Azure this time, though, which I think will be more in the favor of Armor in this case as well, too.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, this character, Geese Howard, is so strong everywhere that I don't even think it matters.
That's fair. I just can't help but be mesmerized by the classic 5-wall Geese combos that with max mode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see how it goes this time. Trading blows back and forth. Nice sidestep. Opens up one more time. You side. Oh, there we go. Perfect low parry.
Good start here for Gato this round. Working on building that meter early. Meter match with Geese is one of the things that was slowed down a little bit. And I remember when the nerf happened, a lot of the Geese players were like, man, it's impossible. You can't play him anymore. But here they are still winning. And you just have to be a little more cautious about it. Kind of building a meter and saving it for the end.
Yeah, you don't have it 24/7 anymore. But here we go. Gato. Oh, gets opened up one more time there. Undefeatable King taking the next round as well.
Yeah, and that was another good start from Gato, but Undefeatable King is just so good, you know, taking his time with the rounds. He's not really stressed out when he's like a half life or less. Just keeps playing the same game and wait for his opening.
Yeah, really great stuff. Oh, nice delay there to John Wake Up. Spacing each other out here. Lots of great movement. Nice wall running. Here we go. Oh, snaps him with the low. Good break.
Throw break's good. And yeah, Undefeatable King, you call that his movement a second ago. It's so good. Like, he wave dashed in twice and just back dashed down. So he had pressure all the way in his face for no reason, and then back away. So like, are you going to whip anything? Nothing. All right. Let's see what we go next.
That's the power of Armor King compared to regular King. So much movement abilities. But here we go. Max mode combo coming on deck. So much damage going in. Here we go.
Okay, now one mix as well. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Get a kick counter with rage. Wow, good block.
So
He actually
smart
stood
there.
up. Yeah, he actually stood up. He saw it start, stood up, and wait, I better block that low.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there. Of course, the wave dash is so ambiguous at times for a lot of the Mishimas and Armor King, making it really difficult to suss out what they're going to be attacking with. But really great. Oh, nice throw break. Wow.
Yeah, keep out there with Haruken and gets a grab of his own. All right, Gato turning things around now.
Yeah, catch him out of the air. Bound. Here we go. Oh, not enough.
Over the top.
Oh my god!
That was sick, but still needs to make a big comeback here. Down back 3 adds up. Throw break's good. Try to slice. Oh my gosh, he's still alive. He's still alive.
Still alive. Oh, it's so dangerous. Manages to jab him out just one more time. That was absolutely incredible to go for that jump slam over the fireball. I have not seen that matchup before.
And he did it like he's done it 100 times before, right?
Yeah, it was a set play for him. Ooh, great choice.
Look at the damage. Simple combo. 4 hits.
Yeah, ridiculous. Oh, lots of max mode and rage though. Anything could be explosive here. Oh, snipes him out of the air. Wow.
All right, but Gato in good position here. Has that 2 bars of meter to spend.
Yeah, this could still go either way here.
What a clothesline from downtown.
Oh, low parry. Sets him up one more time for Oki. Headbutt.
Gato, you got to start spending some meter, bro.
You hate to see it.
And
Catch
now
one more time.
2 bars of meter and rate. Geese Howard spends 1 bar, gets stepped. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Undefeatable King. He's had some experience in this matchup.
He knew that was dialed in. That was dialed in. He knew that was coming immediately and got the clean sidestep and really, really solid punish there. Wow. Undefeatable King making Armor King look crazy. Not that he isn't, but just absolutely incredible in this matchup.
In that situation, right, like you have to deal with the Geese Howard mid or low mix-up, basically, and he was like, I don't deal with any of that. I just step to the side and punch him in the face. And he was just like waiting for that moment. He's like, give it to me. So right now, Undefeatable King up 2-0 in the set. We'll see if Gato decides to stick with the character or bring out something different.
Yeah, and especially when you see someone pull out like tech like that and they're clearly ready for your character, especially in a game like Tekken, I can't help but feel like it might be time to swap characters at this point, especially when you know you have some really solid backup plans in mind. I think one thing that often gets understated a lot with a lot of top tiers, especially like formerly Geese, I think one thing that happens is that like a lot of people start labbing that matchup a lot, and even though you might want to play that character, it might get more difficult when people start studying every single part of that character because they are an expected threat of a tournament, you know?
For sure. I mean, I think that, you know, the second game here for Gato did look a lot better than the first game, but it's the same sort of problem where it doesn't seem to matter how big of a life lead he has. Undefeatable King is always making these crazy comebacks, so it's terrifying. And I feel like even if he switches characters and he does better with it, Undefeatable King is going to stay right there. He's going to still try to make the comeback. It's more about trying to figure out how to stop him from making that comeback regardless of your character, because he's going to start trying to make the comeback. It seems to be like his entire game plan. It's not necessarily even just closing out your life, right? Just wait until he's losing and then turning it on to turn things around.
Yeah, and you can see right now how much of a momentum character Armor King can really be. Takes even a small bit of a lead and gets one knockdown. It just chains and chains and chains. And so we're actually seeing Gato stick on the Geese, and we're going to Brimstone and Fire this time. So it should be a really interesting match here for sure. And we're getting the walls back on the stage too, so we'll maybe be able to see some cool stuff.
Alrighty. Brimstone and Fire. Yeah, just a wall stage, no transition on this one. That's Devil's Pit, so this should be interesting. Wall's gonna be good for both characters here.
Oh, he's going for the Okada outfit this time. Let's see how things go. Gets the jabs.
Wow.
Great backdash.
He's got a really nice lead right now. Undefeatable King. He's chilling. This is like the most offense I've seen out there. Yeah, this is the normal game plan. Fall behind.
Yeah, there you go. Now turn it on. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, checks him so many times.
Bro.
Oh my goodness, the patience.
But you know, Gato went for like 2 or 3 counters in a row, and Undefeated King went low repeatedly. Like, I know you're gonna go for these mid and high counters. Don't worry about it. Low all day.
I love how he also waited on that last kick too to make sure it wasn't another third one. Really fantastic stuff. Into the wall. Here we go. Gets the stomp. Oh, I almost thought it worked. Oh wow, nice grab. All right.
Yeah, he got him just in time there. Undefeatable King looking real good, though. Undefeatable, even.
Yeah. Oh, chases him with a sidestep. Here we go. Good
Wait.
chance, max mode.
Wall bounce combo with rage. Resplat. Oh boy, not quite the angle.
Oh.
And again, the counter. What are you doing? Just close out solid.
I respect it. I respect the Gato. I respect it. But I think it's proven at this point that Undefeatable King isn't just going to throw out moves on you, especially when he keeps sussing out each counter attempt. Gotta have to pack it up eventually and bring it out later in another round.
And Gato needs 3 rounds straight here if he wants to stay on the winner side of the bracket.
If any character can do it, it's definitely Geese Howard. Oh, low parry! Now they need to do something about Undefeatable King. I think he has rage on all the time. Oh, fantastic miss.
There you go. There you go. You gotta cut that rage back. He had it scouted and Gato on the board. All right, 1 round down. Needs 2 more.
Oh, man. The stomps. Here we go. Back and forth. 1 bar. Max mode ready. Oh, catches him one more time. Keeps. I think that was a snag on the side step there. Really great. Here we go.
Like this meter spin. I don't think that's a wall bounce. Oh, it did reach. Nice combo.
Just barely making it. Optimized damage here. Here we go.
And
Wow, there you
okay.
go.
All right, Gato.
There you go. 3
Final
rounds, what we
round.
said. Here it's entirely possible here. 1 bar back on deck 2.
Counter it down for him, but drops the combo. Has a bar meter here, though. And yeah, there's the option. You didn't go for it last time when the wall was there. I wonder if the wall would have been in the way.
Entirely possible.
But oh,
no.
Mm-hmm.
Big damage. Okay, here we go. Yeah, stay alive. Nice. Max mode safe. Back to the wall. Susses it out, but just doesn't miss the earth by an inch.
Gato. No!
Oh, it's so
But he
close.
gets the low.
There
He
you
brings
go.
it back. Gato on the board. 3 rounds needed. 3 rounds got.
Yeah, that was an incredible run back. Really great stuff by Gato, bringing a game up here, 1-2 now. And Undefeatable King taking his first defeat in this tournament so far.
All right, 1 game, though, needs 2 more to do it. Best of 5 the whole way through here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people, they always used to say, like, man, do you really need best of 5? Like, isn't best of 3 enough? This is the situation. If you're in Gato's position where, like, you look, I'm going to prove to you that best of 5 is better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is it. I would have been out already. But now I've got 1. I just need 2 more, and that's why you play best of 5. So we'll see if you can make me a believer that best of 5 is necessary here at Gato. That's what I'm asking.
I think especially with such a huge prize and especially the speed of Tekken and being so neutral focused and having to adapt to each other so much, I feel like best of 5 really brings out the best in players here. So I'm really excited to see how these adaptations sort of begin, because now it's Undefeatable's turn to start adapting, to start bringing some new tech in this matchup, because 3 rounds in a row is pretty dominant and there's a lot of momentum going in Gato's favor here as we go into game 4.
Yeah, there's a lot of knowledge that's been given too, right? Like, obviously Gato going for those counters at the end of the rounds. We know the Undefeatable King has had it scouted. But now that mind games comes into play, it's like you start wondering, like, all right, he knows I'm going to look for that, so he's not going to do it anymore. But then he's going to be like, no, I'm going to do it anyway, you know? So we will see.
Exactly, especially after Undefeatable got the 1 round off of the Rage Drive. Immediately Gato scouted it the next time and got the win off of it the next time it happened. So I think there's a lot of adaptations already happening here, and we'll have to see if it's coming in time. That's really the answer here. 3 games in a row will have to happen for Gato. Entirely possible. We just saw him take 3 rounds in a row, and they already start off to a strong start. Oh, wow, goes to the jump again. Wow, fantastic. Definitely has the lab. Wall bounce.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, wake it up. With Rage again, man. All right, it's his turn to make all the Rage comebacks now, apparently.
Yeah,
Sidewall. Still alive, but the low kick.
4 rounds and counting. Gato is on fire right now. A lot of great adaptations and doing some really great stuff in this matchup already. Oh, no, wow, the trade combo. You love to see it.
Bing, bang, boom.
Good break. Keeping him pinned to the wall. Don't get too much. Oh, there you go. Oh, crazy jump.
Sidewall, though. Yeah, you got to recognize it early, and the lows are working out now. Look at this momentum building for Gato.
5 rounds in a row. Gato seemingly untouchable now. see what happens here. Undefeatable King needs to find an answer to these. Great stuff. Clothesline. Breaks the throw. Fantastic sidestep. Yeah. You saw it one time before winning a round. Takes him down. Another one. Wow. Uh-oh. Watch out, the Rage Geese. 2-bar.
Counter,
there you go.
End of the round situation. You saw it before. I'm going to do it again anyway. Going to try to chip down here. Not nearly enough at all, but Arapukin catches him 3 rounds straight again. 6 rounds straight right now for Gato.
Look, if Gato somehow makes it a 9-round straight 3-game comeback.
No way.
That'd be unreal.
Way.
That would be unreal. I don't know. Those matches were looking like a different person entirely. That was some really great stuff, really great adaptations, and really never let Armor King seize the momentum. Because what we kept seeing was like Gato would have a really strong start, and then unfortunately a small fumble, or like Armor King would get a chance to fight back, and then Undefeatable King would never let up. So if Gato just never lets up on his own, then maybe there's something that can happen here. Maybe that's going to be the 9-round comeback.
It's almost the opposite here too, because Undefeatable King, he's had the round starts basically in these last like 6 rounds, I feel like, but then it's been Gato who's been making all the comebacks, and it's exactly what I talked about too, right? Like doing the counters at the end of the round situation when he's about to die. It hasn't worked all this time, but he keeps going for it, and Undefeatable King fell for it that time, and it cost him big time. Yeah,
and you have to wonder if at a certain point Undefeatable King's like, oh yeah, I've checked that out of my memory now. I've shown him that I'm not going to get hit by it anymore. And here it comes in Game 4, still going strong, still having to be respected. And that's going to earn him perhaps more wake-ups in the future, or a chance low that can get low parried, right? So there's a lot more adaptations and mind games at play here as you go into the final game.
Exactly. Game 5 incoming, arena stage, small stage with the walls here. Let's see what happens. Who's going to take it? Gato running on that 6-round win streak. Undefeatable King letting it slip away. He's got to turn things up.
Yeah, this could go either way here. Final game, final rounds. Let's see how this goes. Shifting up the costume, of course. That was definitely the issue.
Of course. Back to business.
Big headbutt stomps. Here we go. Nice sidestep.
Yeah, sidestep on the get a pick attempt there. Clean. Wow.
Wow.
And again, big round lead. Gets caught by forward 1+2.
No meter, though. Can still make something happen, though. Building a lot of meter for the next future rounds. Nice move back and forth. Shining Wizard. Here we go. Snipes out of the air. Fantastic work.
He might
here.
be dead.
Yeah, this is conversion.
Great guard.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
How much damage last it gonna do? It's gonna do enough damage.
Wow.
7 rounds.
7 rounds. I can't believe what we're watching. I feel so bad about telling him to swap.
I mean, Undefeatable King was winning that round too, right?
Yeah. Oh, so much patience that time.
Counter!
Oh.
Yo, the bait was crazy. And the mid! Oh no, he's in his head.
Yeah, this is rent-free here. Hang on. Oh, get the stomp as well. Big throw.
Right,
chance maybe to come back.
King.
Oh, wow, that's the grab there.
We can get a perfect here for 8 rounds straight.
No way. No. Oh,
Perfect.
my God.
And it's set point for Gato.
Gato's fighting like a man possessed right now. Oh, here we go. Big opening.
And going back to the Mishima stuff. The Weibus. Chunks.
Huge damage lead. Oh, snipes him. That's exactly what we want to see here. Oh, blocks the low.
Oh my gosh, he actually had the bait again.
Yeah.
Counter it down 4 with rage. And a bar meter.
This could be really scary.
Spends the rage. Look at the damage of this. Last hit right here. Oh!
Oh, key position 2. Oh, use the next mode.
He got him! Oh my god, it's not done. It's not done.
Thank goodness. I'm not sure I'd be able to live through a 9-round comeback.
Gato spent the meter there too.
He thought he had it, but Undefeatable King has a chance to take him down now before he gets too much meter built up. Perfect world, you make Gato spend it now, and you win the round.
He didn't want too big of a lead. He knows how these comebacks have been going.
Yeah.
fish for the down 4. Oh man, Undefeatable King in big trouble. He's got rage. Last chance.
Mix up. Versus burning the meter.
Whoa, my
That's what we love to
goodness.
see.
What do we do next, though? We got rage. One poke will do it, though. Undefeatable King. Oh my.
This is so scary. Rage
How's
drive
he
on
lined
Jack.
the down 3? Yo, Gato, bringing it back. That's why we have best of 5. He was down 0-2 there. Brings it back, was it 7, 8 rounds straight? And still closes it out there. Man, that was a wild one. Gato taking out Undefeatable King.
Yeah, that was an absolutely insane comeback. I'm honestly astounded. We were writing off the geese only moments before he went on an absolute tear, 8 rounds in a row before finally dropping 1 round, but bringing it back immediately after and taking the 3-0 reverse sweep. Wow, absolutely incredible.
That was wild. That was incredible. Nicely played to both players. But Gato going to be the one staying on the winner side of things. Undefeatable King sent on down to that lower bracket. Damn, I didn't expect it to go like that. That's crazy. So we'll get Joey Fury versus Gato. That'll be a round 2 matchup later on today.
And that's just show you how high quality this tournament is. Like, that's a round 2. That's gonna be a crazy match in itself. So I can't wait to see that. But our next match is gonna be Father King 1, a Joe Crush versus Divine Exorcist 4.
Yeah, this is a big one too, man. Joe Crush, obviously, been making a name for himself the past couple of years. Of course, now it's Father King 1. He's like, hey, I made a name for myself. Let me switch the name. Let me just confuse everybody. But of course, known for his Geese Howard and his Jack. Those are the primary characters. Here he is, Joe, 23 years of age, youngin' from Texas. Make sure you guys check him out on Twitter, Joe Crush _. Also got a Twitch stream at TK Joe Crush 3232. Definitely one of the best players to rise up in the past few years in North America.
Yes, had some really incredible performances at various tournaments recently. But his opponent is going to be Divine Exorcist. Of course, another really long storied player, especially in the PlayStation tournaments. He's also really fantastic. Yeah, Divine Exorcist, I'm really excited to see him as well, as this could be a match these two have played quite a few times. Julian Lemus from Mexico, Divine Exorcist 4, and TMK Divine Exorcist 4 is their stream right there as well.
Yeah, another very young player, of course, qualified for TWT finals this past year. Just a few months ago, even 4 months ago, was in the pool of death, if I remember correctly, with Arslan, Nee, Chicory, Norlanda, and Ao. Ended up influencing that pool as well with his victory. So we will see how he does here against Joe Crush. Obviously, a lot on the line. If memory serves correct, I feel like he might have won one of these tournaments before.
Yes, I believe so. He also has had some pretty big upsets in certain matches as well. I think one time sending Joe Crush to losers quite a few times across the various tournaments as well. It could go either way, honestly, and especially in a full best of 5, which we usually don't see these two play in a best of 5 early on. It could go either way, especially this time. Yeah,
I do believe we'll see the Claudio out of Divine Exorcist. Joe Crush, that's a little bit more of a question mark about what character we get there, but I'm assuming we're going to get some Geese Howard. We'll see.
Yeah, I would like to assume Geese Howard. I know he's been bringing out the Jack a lot in preparation for T8, of course. We don't know if Geese Howard is also returning yet, but Jack has obviously already been showcased quite a lot already and doing some really crazy stuff. So we'll see what ends up happening here in this match. Especially when it comes to Road to Evo, you have to wonder if he's going to stick to the Geese.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that most of his tournament big wins have been with Geese, although his Jack has been very capable in tournaments as well. But yeah, it is a big question mark here, especially in this match too, right? Because you've got the Claudio on the other side from Divine Exorcist. His hot pick's going to be coming out. Maybe you think about that if you're going to be picking the Jack against it. Divine also does have a Lars, so that is a character we might see out of him too.
Yeah, and it'll be really interesting if it is another Jack Claudio, because we did just see that matchup a little bit earlier today already. It is the Jack Claudio.
Jack Claudio. Yes, sir. The first time we saw it was, of course, Joey Fury versus Censed. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? That we get the exact same matchup in the top 8 here?
Yeah, and both of the times it's the favorite with the Jack against the relative underdog with the Claudio. Interesting shenanigans going on there. But I'm actually really excited to see this because I really do think Claudio has a couple more into this match. But it's worth mentioning that Joe Crush plays Jack, I think, demonstrably differently than Joey Fury does.
Yeah, very different than most Jack players even. I think he is the wildest Jack player. Like, he does the most goofy things with his character. And when I say goofy, I don't mean that they're bad even. It's just that they're goofy looking. You know, like, we'll see. A lot of windmill punches, down 1+2s. Like, those are Joe Crush things.
Yeah, exactly. You'll see lots. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, exactly. You see a very different style already. Not nearly as many low jabs, but a lot more offensive pressure. Divine just already tagged him quite a few times.
Yeah, good punch. Divine. Wow, the hop kick attempt early. I like that.
Yeah, I respect it a lot. Let's show that one more time here. Ooh, nice snipe.
Going downstairs? No, we're staying right here. Keep the ball to your back. Good break. Power crush?
No. Oh, patience.
Throws him out of the power crush. Now rage for both. Lets him get up. I don't know about that decision.
Yeah, I would have chased that down for sure, especially with the raise drive. Starburst online though.
Debug misses, but he got hit by the second hit. I think he tried to step maybe.
Yeah.
He's like, I got it to whip. Let me get out of here. But man, rough one.
Unfortunate. I think that's something you might forget about too sometimes. Oh, gets sniped here. Here we go. To the wall.
Perfectly spaced combo.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic low parry. Yep. Just really, really powerful punishes there by Father King 1.
That was rough. That was such a rough round. It's almost like the end of that first round stuck with Divine.
Exactly. Oh, just moving at each other just out of throw range there. Oh, we can't do that. It's sniped a bit.
His back actually has been really good, but oh, the counter is confirmed by Father King 1.
All right, let's go with another wall.
Hey, hell it damage. At this point, we gotta say this is probably a bad match, right? Jack just beats Claudio.
We've seen enough of it now. You know?
I have data here, all right?
Yeah,
I watched the PlayStation tournament, FGC Arcade Road to Evo. We have data.
Yeah.
Jack beats Claudio 4-0.
Yeah.
It's a 4-0 matchup.
4-0 matchup. We're going to see if it gets all the way up to a legendary 10-0 matchup. But for now, though, first game goes to Father King 1, a.k.a. Joe Crush. A really dominant performance. And you're already seeing even between the two Jacks, they both have really, really strong suits here. So I'm excited to see how this continues to go on.
For sure. I mean, and Divine, I think, he did okay there. But really, it was just that end of that first round, that rage drive miscalculation. I think, the first hit whiffed, and he was thinking to himself, like, all right, well, if I block the second hit, I don't get anything for that, right? So I have to, like, either punish him here, or I've got to get out of the way of the second hit. Yeah. And whatever he decided to do or try to do did not work, and it cost him the round. And you can see it kind of stuck with him because Joe just demolished him the second round, right? So it's hard to come back from that kind of a mental break, I feel like. But he's a youngin', he's 20 years of age, but, he's also a tournament veteran. So let's see how he turns things around here in Game 2.
Yeah, and of course, in the best of 5, plenty of adaptations can be made. It might look like a dominant performance so far, but we've seen that players can come back from the brink of death. So I'm excited to see how this goes.
Exactly. We had Gato a second, just, give everyone hope. So we will see here. Island Pair, they ran him back to the same exact stage, too.
Wow, statistically incredible. Wow, let's go. This is another fantastic stage, too, also coming out with the DLC. Honestly, a lot of the DLC stages were really, really pretty. Big fan of them.
Yeah, I think the DLC stages for Tekken 7 were a really great addition, considering what the original stages were like, so very nice to see them change things up here. And if you look at Tekken 8, the stages were only better, so it's pretty wild.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for Tekken 8 coming along. Here, windmill punches again. Nice spacing. Ooh, big boot again. Oh, quick get-up kick, though. Starburst activations in just a moment. Wow, full wall carry. Fantastic stuff.
Just one hit there, recognize the splat, and oh boy, here we go, balcony break.
Yeah, love to see it. Standard combos. Wall running too. Starburst. Exactly where you want to be as Claudio. Taps him low. I love the wall running 3 usage there too. Nice break.
Oh my goodness, just do
shoulder
it.
check. Just go for it.
That was wild. Like, what was the decision making there? I'm not sure, but Divine had the right decision.
That's all that matters. And here we go. Got Starburst on
Oh
early.
my goodness. You didn't duck the last hit?
Oh.
That's a free launch for him.
Almost got all the way to the wall from that too. Such a big stage. Oh, just burned it, but gets wall bounced anyways. Debug. Oh, trade combos. We got those.
Oh my god, this is smothering
Joe
him.
Crush is crazy. Fantastic work there. Getting that trade combo really just shifted the tide entirely. Hop kick, round start. You love to see it.
Yeah, not something we've seen succeed a lot here for Claudio, but this one finding its mark.
Yeah, great start to this. Looking fantastic, actually. Oh, gets gapped out this time.
Uh-oh. Rage mode for the wall splat here. Good jab.
Nice, fantastic work there. Scouts it out perfectly. Jackhammer. Wall running 2. Has him cornered, though. Cat would be a little scared against Jack in this situation. Where do you go?
Man, just staying on him here, too. Nice punish.
Oh,
Is that enough?
There you
It
go.
is.
Perfect. It is. Yes. Great stuff. Chasing him down there and getting the follow-up as well. Another jackhammer. Start feeling each other out here one more time. Respecting each other's distance a lot. Ooh, it's pushed down.
That was crazy range.
Just burns it.
No,
Oh,
sir.
scouted it.
The damage is crazy.
Yeah, small hits. Oh, trade combo again? Are you kidding me? Oh, that might be it, yeah.
Tied up 2 rounds apiece, but now, final round. Will Father King 1 go up 2-0 in games?
Yeah, this could be anyone's game here. We saw a lot of adaptations already. Yeah, Tombstone, here we go. Alright, Divine having to play from behind here a little bit.
Damn,
oh
girl!
my god!
Look at the damage, too. Luckily, no wall here. Last chance Divine in this game. Slide mix.
no way!
The perfect. Father King won 2-0. It's a big lead. I mean, like I told you about the character match, man. 5-0 in Jack's favor.
Yeah, it's only becoming more and more demonstrable, especially considering how different their play styles are. This has been an incredible match so far. I really respect going for such a Hail Mary in a really close match, honestly. It's 2-0, but I think you're seeing Divine Exorcist really pull together, and maybe this third game will be the start of a comeback.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's looking kind of rough out here. I mean, I know Gato turned things around in the last set, so I know it's possible, right?
Yeah.
You got to have hope. It's possible. Also, Divine was up 2-1 that last game, so it's possible, right?
Absolutely possible,
But
for
it's
sure.
so hard.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can do it here. Will it be Lars time? I see that in the chat. We'll see. Maybe it is Lars time.
Yeah, I would love to see the Lars, honestly. That'd be another fantastic character to see coming out here. And especially when you're seeing this matchup already sort of boil down pretty quick. I'm curious if a character swap might be the thing you need for a quick 3-0 return. But then again, the previous comeback was sticking to the guns. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way, so let's see it right here. It's going to be the Claudio sticking to his guns, Dragon's Nest, and where they end up. He was just bad luck on that Island Paradise stage, dude. You know?
For
It was
real,
just bad
for real.
luck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, honestly, at one point I was be like, if they ran it a third time, I'd
Yeah.
be wondering what's going on.
We need to restart the internet, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the entire internet, not just each player's. So, like,
yeah, exactly.
something's wrong here.
All right, the Dragon's Nest really close-knit stage as well, so we'll see how this goes here. Oh, it's immediate jackhammer. He has you scouted already so early.
That sucked. I don't know if he caught him high or something with the counter, but the 4-3 didn't connect. Second hit, I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, a little bit weird. Right into the wall.
Right here.
Yeah. Really perfect combos, as always, from Joe Crush. Oh, goes to the Hail Mary Power Crush there, but doesn't find anything. Ooh, I love that patience. Starburst. But no.
Uh-oh. Trouble. Father King 1. Looking to close it out here.
That's not looking too good yet. Divine actually has to find a way to break in. Running 3.
Oh my goodness. That's the Jack player special, dude.
Yeah.
We know exactly when you're going to duck, and it's when we're going to do the down forward 2.
Exactly. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Rage on deck, though, could still happen. But pressed against the wall against Jack's jabs with low health, so much against you here. But it's possible. Oh, catches his toes. No! Oh, no punch though. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. All right, single back dash, saw the whip, twin pistons, but doesn't get the wall combo with it. Oh, that's brutal.
That was so perfect otherwise. Unfortunate. Here we go. Round
point.
life. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, right into the wall. Nice.
All right, better magic 4 combo this time. And trusting in the 4-3 that failed him.
Good adaptation there. Oh, great break. Like, skip the side swap. Trying to find a way out of this corner. Gets caught.
And now, bad news, Divine. Last chance. Spins the blue. How about the other blue? Oh, that's that. Father King won 3-0 over Divine Exorcist. Man, that matchup looks rough for Claudio players. The Jack player versus Claudio player matchup, 6-0 here. That means if you played 10 games, just the stat, the best case scenario is 6-4 at this point, right?
Yeah, exactly. We need to see another matchup. You know, we'll convince Ace Unlimited and Nashi to also play this matchup.
To also play the same matchup?
Yeah. The entire bracket will just be people rock paper scissoring for Jack versus.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't even know which one of those players I'd like to see on each of those characters. That's a crazy one.
Right.
But nice stuff to Father the King one. Staying on the winner side of things, Joe Crush, moving ahead. But unfortunately, Divine Exorcist moving on down to that lower bracket. But still not out, right? Still not out. He still got another chance out here.
Yeah, honestly, some of those losers bracket matches are going to be insanely good too. Like honestly, the quality of the average player in this tournament is going to be really, really high. So even the lower bracket matches are going to be something really incredible to see, hopefully, especially when we see who manages to make it all the way up to the top.
Exactly. But let's take a look at who we got coming up next. We got one more match to start off on the winner's side of things up here for the first round at least. We got Ace Unlimited, Dominic McCowan, 34 years of age out of North Carolina. No Twitter, but you can check him out on stream at twitch.tv/Ace Unlimited 00. Been rocking that Asuka. And also a Jin Kazama. He's a Kazama main, I think. Been rocking it for quite a while. So nice to see him out here at this PlayStation tournament. Good luck, sir, in your FGC Arcade Road to Evo tournament. And
the opponent is going to be Nashi, of course. So let's go ahead and see their player card as well. This is going to be a really great match. Isan Ono, 30 years old from New Jersey. Their Twitter, Nashi1993. Obviously, Fang player, really, really great stuff. Could be a really, really explosive matchup, to say the least.
Yeah, Nashi's kind of wild. Also, a tournament veteran. This is a fun matchup because, as I was talking about earlier, these are two guys who I don't really see a lot in the PlayStation tournament top 8s, but I know they're both very capable of making top 8 in these tournaments. So Nashi, he's an old school Fang player. He's not one of these new school, hey, I heard this character's good, let me pick him up and see how I can do with him in tournament. No. He's been playing Fang even when Fang was always good anyway. So he's one of those. Exactly.
Yeah. It's going to be a really cool matchup, I think, to say the least, when it comes to a lot of the general breakdowns of the neutral game as well. When you see Fangs a lot, you're going to see a lot of really great counter pokes and some really great sways in and out. So I'm intrigued to see how it sort of plays out, especially for someone who has played the character for so long. It's going to be really incredible to see in a best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, I know that he has some specific setups for some counters. We'll see what we get to see out here, but at the same time, Ace Unlimited is a pretty wild one. He doesn't defend the same way other players defend. He's got his own style of play that's very unique to him. So it should be a fun matchup. It's an interesting clash of styles, I think, because both players, you kind of talk about how they're character loyalists and people play characters in their own way. I feel like these players have their own play styles too, right? So this is a fun one, I think, for sure.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Road to Evo, you're bringing in a lot of really great players, a lot of players who want their chance to make it to Evo, and you're going to bring a lot of players who maybe just aren't entering the average weekly tournament, but they're going to be here for the big ones, and when they show up, they're going to be putting out some great results, so I'm really excited to see this.
Yeah, Ace Unlimited, not a player that I get to see very often anymore either, but I was always a fan of watching his Jin, too. He uses just peculiar moves that not a lot of other players use. So I'm curious to see what character we get, number one, and also number two, how he uses that character. Right? I feel like his Asuka Kazama is more for traditional Asuka, not so many surprises there. But that character has had so many buffs that she's actually pretty scary now, and she was always scary anyway. So I'm very curious to see which one he's playing now, whether it's the Jin or the Asuka.
Yeah, especially, I think one thing that we're seeing a lot of, too, is a lot of people choosing their characters they want to practice while they go into T8. But in the case of this, Jin and Oscar are both already confirmed, so it could go either way, honestly.
Exactly. He's hoping he gets into that closed network test. He's like, please, both my characters are in there. I need in.
Absolutely.
Plus, Jun Kazama's in back, too, right? So, yeah, I think, we were talking about how, I was talking last night, we had a little podcast about how, there's not really any new characters in this upcoming closed network test, but really Jun Kazama is kind of a new character. She's similar to how she was in Tekken Tag 2, plus she's obviously similar to how she was before that. But at the same time, like compared to the rest of the cast that's returning in this closed network test, at least, she's the new character for sure.
Yeah, everyone has like one or two cool new moves or a couple new blends of previous other characters as well. But like for the most part, you're seeing a lot of the Tekken classics, the characters you're going to see pretty much in almost every single Tekken game. But Jun is obviously the one where it's like, even for people who only entered with Tekken 7, right? It's essentially a new character for them and has a lot of new elements of them anyways for the new game.
For sure. Man, I every time I'm on any kind of Tekken 7 stream now, everyone's talking about Tekken 8 or the closed network test. And once I start talking about it, it's really hard to pull my brain out of Tekken 8 thoughts. You know, it's just like, I'm immediately thinking about, like, oh man, what character am I going to use in that thing? You know, what character am I going to use first? I mean, 16 characters with 5 playable stages is huge for just like a little beta test that lasts only a few days.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Honestly, I was shocked that Claudio made it back. I was when I saw him being the poster child of the actual announcement, I was like, oh wow, I guess we're doing this. You have to wonder to what extent are we going to get his powers from T7, but we'll have to see how it goes. But we're just waiting for a couple moments here for the next player to be joining us, and then we'll be getting into the matches in just a moment. We're really excited for this. This is the final of our quarterfinals, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Exactly, but man, yeah, we can just talk about Tekken 8 all day. Then I don't really care. Like there's so much to talk about in that game. Yeah. I mean, for you, like, who are the characters that you like to use, and who are you looking forward to in the closed network test?
Yeah, well, I've sort of hinted it a couple times already now, but I definitely play a lot of Claudio myself. So I was astounded. I was like, wow, I was not expecting him to come back. So I was really excited to see that. But obviously, I also played a little bit of Jin as well. So those two characters off the top of my head were the ones I was like, I don't have to be worried about Jin not coming back. Like, that was an obvious one. But having Claudio back makes me excited to see what they'll really do, especially if they'll do crazy stuff with his rage. With his rage for like wall running 2 and stuff like that. We'll see which tools get to survive the transition.
That's a great way of looking at it, because earlier we were talking about Leroy and how he seems a little bit different than he was in Tekken 7. So I'm very curious to see how Claudio is different, right? Because Claudio is one of those characters where he's always been kind of cheap in Tekken 7 throughout the lifespan of the game, like from beginning to end. And the amount of buffs he got along the way made him even stronger, right? So Leroy went the opposite way. He started out super strong. They took away all of his tools, to normalize him because he was too strong. But then now you look at him in Tekken 8, it's like, all right, they definitely are still changing things up big time for this character, right? So it's like they haven't really landed on where the character should be, essentially. And I think Claudio, they kind of landed there, but they went kind of over the top, in my opinion, in Tekken 7. He has a little too much in terms of tools. So they have scaled back other characters, too, in Tekken 8, right? Like I can say for Law, a lot of his older moves have been deleted from the game. So the fact that they've done that at the same time, I'm real curious about where they go with a character like Claudio, who's only been in one game, but also grown in that game itself. He's kind of had like a 3-game lifespan within that one game itself. So I'm very, very curious to see where that character ends up for sure. And also, whether or not we're going to get an actual full trailer for him.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're sort of referring to. We don't even know if Starburst is coming back. Like that's a real possibility that they might change how it works, because again, while it is iconic to the character and it's something he has, it's not like as if they're beyond changing characters completely, right? We'll have to see to what extent his system mechanics come in, because for those of you who are watching at home, that blue glow he gets on his hand when he lands certain moves allows him access to enhanced versions of other moves he has, getting more damage, more combo opportunities, etc. And it's a really crucial part of the character's kit, but a lot of things are changing in Tekken 8. Some really, really cool changes, of course. And you have to wonder to what extent are those mechanics going to come back for future titles.
Yeah, and I think Claudio will keep his Starburst, though. Only because from what we've seen so far from Brian and Asuka, they also have new kind of power-ups that they get along the way. So it seems like they've kind of taken this Starburst concept, tested out, it's like, all right, this kind of thing works in Tekken. How do we put this onto other characters now? And so it looks like Brian and Asuka have their own versions of Starburst, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think Claudio will keep it. It would be pretty funny if they gave to other characters and took it away from Claudio, though. I would be okay with that, I think.
No, see the dream in my heart of hearts is that his 1 normals and his 2 normals get 2 different independent stacks of Starburst. So he has the blue hand on one. If you land the activations on the ones, you get the blue hand on that one. And then if you get on your 2s, you get another one, and you can have both stacks.
Wow!
But dream Claudio player scenarios here, where I get 2 uses of Starburst at a time. Never gonna happen, but
Yeah, my dream for Claudio is that he can only use Starburst while he's in heat mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, There we go. That's my
I
dream.
respect it. I
Let's get
respect that. I respect that.
And then right now, I do believe the players are in the lobby. So we're almost to our match, guys. For those of you guys watching and wondering where the tournament is, it's the last match of our first round of winner side of things. So we're gonna have Nashi versus Ace Unlimited up here. And you know, this matchup's pretty wild. I mean, I don't think anyone expected Fang to get as good as he has gotten. But then you watch Combo Break, you see Arslan, Nash, and Nee. You're like, well, Fang's the best, Nee's the best. Obviously, he's going to win here, and then he loses. Yeah. And you're like, well, maybe Fang's not strong enough. Maybe we should buff Fang some more. I don't know what the answer is. Yeah, or maybe just nerf Arslan. You know, I think that might be a better answer.
Yeah, gotta install the next patch in Arslan and say goodbye to your insane reactions, you know? All right, here we go, though. Going to the next match. We are getting the Asuka, and we are getting the Fang.
Alrighty, Forgotten Realm, where we're headed to, multi-floor break stage, the only one in the game. Tekken 8 doesn't really have one of these either. At least not as far as we know. No Geese Mansion yet. Nothing as crazy as that just yet. But we'll have to see, of course. Is there any character you think, these characters who you think uses the floor breaks the most here? Oh, that's a good question. I think Fang can be kind of
probably Fang, right? Yeah, you can do some shenanigans for sure.
Kind of Asuka? She's pretty standard. Well, let's see right here. Should be a good one. Nashi versus Ace Unlimited. Good block.
Yeah, really great stuff here. Start feeling each other out immediately. Nice, chase it.
Oh,
there you go. We were just talking about it. Gets the floor break. Such reward off of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he headbutted her while she was backflipping. Like, usually you can't even catch people while they're backflipping. His crouch dash went so far forward with the headbutt that he still caught her and got the floor break into a combo.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. And it's tight to the wall here, right in the corner. Power crush. Yeah.
Counter! Oh. You're showing it to us like, hey, I'm gonna counter you. Let me give you a foot.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Catches him pressing.
We're going down.
Fantastic combo extension here.
8 seconds though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that crouch dash into the wall standing, one incredible range for Fang.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. You have to wonder now that as a threat alone, that's going to be really scary.
Counter!
Yep.
Setup City. That's what I'm saying. Nashi, I know he had setups for those counters.
Nice, back to the wall this time, though. Almost catch him one more time with it. So finish each other out, see how it goes. Nice, catch him one more time with the dash.
Oh my gosh. He's a real Fang player. He uses all the moves that no one uses when they're just top tier Fang player.
Yeah, exactly. No 20 move list this time. We are using the whole encyclopedia. Nice. I love that crouch dash, but managed to get pushed back a bit there.
He's got a big life. He's chilling on it right now. Ace is running out of time, 15 seconds. I wish Nashi just kept the pressure going because the in and out movement is keeping Ace Unlimited locked down. Closes out round 2.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that he moves around with the map, especially with the crouch dashes. You're seeing a lot of really great control. And especially when you start playing for Time is Fang, you're forcing the play into your buttons and your evasiveness. It's going to be really, really scary. But look at this. Really great spacing. Catches the jump. Oh, fantastic use there. Let's go. Strikes below.
Wall.
Oh, the trade back close so much here.
Oh my
nice.
gosh, can.
So brave to go for that. Nice sweep from the low again. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Right to the wall. Spins. Here we go. Oh, just rips it.
Alrighty, Ace Unlimited on the board. Gets around in there.
Nice. He sways in and out. Are going to do some really good stuff here. Try to push more. Yeah, there you go.
Post
Those are so good, yeah.
Matt Campos got the launch. I can't believe he looks so late.
Oh, almost enough there.
Oh my gosh, the reactions.
Yeah, fantastic. With punish there. Here we go.
Yeah, Tooth Fairy with rage. Now, let's see if Ace Unlimited can make this comeback. Oh my god. Oh, so risky with the back 3 with rage. He's going to catch the rage drive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The double punch. Fantastic. Tying it up. Final round. Let's go. Game 1. Fantastic play by both players here so far. Absolutely crazy competitive set. for more time. Another trade.
Low parry though. Ace Unlimited, Fang Wei, one of the best poke characters in the game, but he's gonna be going low a lot. Ace Unlimited has it scouted.
Nice, trying to keep pressure here. Slides back out. Oh, nice. Crouch dash gets in. Great patience. Wow.
Bro. This is close. This is close.
This is so tight. We're seeing a lot of counter pokes here. These characters love to make the other person make the first move. So life totals are really going to come into play here a lot. Oh, there you go.
Float. Oh, he could have had a little conversion there, I think. 10 seconds now. Ace, small life lead. Nashi poking it down. Throw break's good.
It's going to the life. It's so tight here.
3 seconds. Who's
keep
getting the
the
last
tight.
poke? Oh! Nashi nailed it with the crouch dash. One at the buzzer. Man, that was a good choice too. Crouch dash one there. Fang using his head cannot be low parried. So you got to block it and go for the punish there. So if Ace Unlimited even tried a fuzzy low parry there, wasn't going to work out, was going to get hit by it. Smart choice. Nashi goes up 1-0.
Yeah, that was absolutely clutch, especially when the last second, literal last second of the final round there. Really, really great stuff. And that's just to show you this set is going to be crazy. Going down to time on the first game is going to be wild.
I'm not really sure what Asuka wants to do with the timeout situation either. Like, I don't know what her best option. Probably up forward 3, forward 3, but she's always kind of giving up her turn afterwards. So it's not really easy to play keep out unless you're just being really risky with like while standing 3, back 3. I don't know. It's kind of a risky thing to deal with. Maybe just can't even because they would have hard duck to punish.
Yeah, and then you'd have to maybe limit the damage then. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation, and you know, it's not a situation that every player is like running into constantly either, so it really depends on the situation. Although I would say as an Asuka player you might have to deal with it a bit more frequently, especially the nature of the character.
I think I would use 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
1-1, and then they kind of like have to guess for a mix a little bit, or whether you're going to do something or not. That just kind of takes a little half second off the clock too.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when it comes down to the literal 0th of a second. Any amount is good at that point. Devil's Pit, though. We got the transition this time.
Here we go. Game number 2. Nashi up 1-0 versus Ace Unlimited. He's sticking it out with the Asuka for game 2. I think usually in this situation we're going to see him stick it out the whole way, unless this game is kind of a blow-up.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this rocks here. But the first one was so competitive, I have to wonder this is going to probably go the distance. Ooh, wow. Immediately dialed in for the first action of the second game.
Starting the round is always such a risky situation to deal with at this range. You're like, all right, you're going to go low. I'm just going to guess a low bit. I'm just going to guess a hot kick. I don't know what's going to happen.
Here we go. Right to the wall. Oh, gets her back to the wall this time, though. Nice.
Yeah, all right. Caught up in mid. Maybe Nashi ducked there. Maybe looking for another low parry. But regardless, Ace Unlimited got the lead, but Nashi with rage here.
Ooh, catches a couple times as trying to get up. Keeping the distance a bit here. Let Fang play into you is much better for you. Oh, no break!
Yeah, but both plays the rage here. The blue stuff!
Oh, wow.
Look how far away that wall stuff.
I was like, wow,
that's silly.
That is pretty silly.
That's ridiculous. Come on.
I didn't even believe that was going to work. That's crazy. Yep, building some more space to backflips. But those crouch dashes are getting so easily. Oh, great.
Wow. Yeah. Good conversion.
Playing further out here a little bit. Ooh, wow, great scout, but doesn't get too much out of it, unfortunately.
That's such an unnecessary move for Nashi to even be doing. It's like, he's got like an 80% lifeline. Let me get airborne from half a screen away and see if she floats me out of this. It might work. If I'm Nashi, I just play the clock here. Nice backhand post step.
Yeah,
17 seconds.
Yeah, this is so chill. Oh, goes in. Yeah, but nah.
Yeah.
It's so rough,
exactly
especially the character.
About. Yeah, she gives up her turn, right? So he's going to get a swing afterwards. He's buffering a chicken. She can't really just swing back. So it's difficult situation for Ace Unlimited.
Absolutely. So Fang would definitely want to take a life lead here and keep playing around with that. We've already seen it already. Nice counter pokes as always. Ooh, gets caught with the get up this time.
Hey. Oh my gosh, the running 3 hit him while he's trying to get him grounded.
catches him with mid. Here we go.
And again, you know, Nashi has a life lead, but he ran in there. Let's see if Ace Limit can keep him out here to close us out. Oh my gosh, Nashi hit a button.
Oh, that's so
Side
so
4! Bro, Nashi fakes him twice. Saw Ace Unlimited flinch duck. He's like, alright, I'm going to go in again. There's no way you're going to duck twice in a row like that. Gives him the low launcher. Sidestep 4, Nashi. Up 2-0 here now.
Yeah, and that was a much more dominant performance in the second game here, especially that ending display there. That was, I have downloaded your mind entirely. So this game 3 might be brutal unless Ace pulls out some really big adaptations.
Yeah, and this is similar to the first game we saw today, where, you know, just if you're playing too defensively, you kind of give your opponent the opportunity to close out on you, right? So you have to kind of take your turn and hit your buttons when you can. And at the very end there, you know, if Ace had hit a button after Nashi came and did nothing, he might have had a chance to stop him the second go around, besides the 4 caught him. He just stood there.
Yeah, I think especially on the second fake even, and then still taking the low, it definitely feels bad. And you have to wonder if a bit of this is just nerves or just being scared in the situation. It's a little rough, and you might be trying to scout a lot of different options. The mental stack can build up, especially against a character like Fang. So it's a little unfortunate, but what can you do? Hopefully make some adaptations for Game 3.
For sure. So there you have it, 2-0 for Nashi right now. Best of 5, though, the whole way through here tonight, throughout this entire FC Arcade road to EVO. We have this top 8 we're working through. We got a few more matches right now on the winner side of things. Of course, we got 3 players down in the lower bracket. One of these 2 headed down to Ace Unlimited. Needs to get 3 games straight to prevent himself from heading down to that lower bracket, though.
Oh, and here it comes, the Jin character swap.
Jin Kazama.
Here we go. Forgotten. Wow, 2 double. Is that again?
It happened again, but I think Jin's a little bit better at this stage than Asuka is.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, got the big axe kick as a possible option as well. We'll have to see if that comes into play here. I'm excited for this, though. I think this represents a bit of a shift to a more aggressive game plan. So we'll have to see.
I would hope so. Yeah, I would hope so. And also, Jin, you know, he's got that tool, that forward 4, that's so good at countering opponents, especially if they're over aggressive with their pokes. And Fang is a poke machine. He's also got the parry to deal with a lot of other stuff. So we will see how the Jin Kazama plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Nice low parry, immediately bringing it out. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Ooh, just short, unfortunately. Love that throw.
And he gets the throw break, or floor break.
Yeah. Still really tight here.
No, sir.
Yeah, great stuff. Tries to catch the wake up that time, but no. I love the movement by Nashi here. Really great stuff.
Yeah, this is an important round here. 15 seconds to go. Ace Limit with the jump back, the classic.
Yeah. Break.
Oh,
Rage on deck, though. 5 seconds. No.
The defense right now, Nash. He saw the LLRK, blocked it, got the punish. 2 more rounds. He's staying on the winner side of things.
Nice. Good trade. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I almost wish I caused the floor break.
I think that's what he's open for.
Yeah.
Wow, late on it.
Just a moment to... Here we go. Say goodbye to the final floor. Right into the wall. Love that damage. Chases him down. Watch out, though. Rage on deck. Oh! Catches him out of the rage drive. No rage.
Okay, Nash is still looking good right now.
This is exactly where we want to be.
LLRK, you blocked the last round, not this round. That's that. 1 round apiece.
Beautiful work there. Great stuff. You saw him going to try to end it with a counter, too. Ooh,
oh, boy.
Wow, what a read.
Wow, there was a forward 4, but double trade.
Yeah, cinematic right there. Here we go. Great track. Catch it low. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, nice back one, and now good position against the wall. Size to 4. Oh my gosh, the Junkyard String Tiny Pixel. What do you do for the close? Down 4. Set point Nashi.
Yeah, trying to live against Fang there is really difficult. Chance to come back though. Great pokes back and forth here.
Okay, he's calling out the jump back. He's like, I know you want to jump back. Just do it.
He's going to chase it down immediately with their coach dash. Nice. Here we go. But this time, right on time. That damage is ridiculous.
Looking to close out. Ace Unlimited has Rage. Power Crush there, right through it. And look at the Rage drive attempt. Okay. Ace Unlimited still in this. Not done yet.
Still go either way here.
The jump back was good. Full arcade denied. And Nashi 3-0 over Ace Unlimited. Stays on the winner side of things. Congratulations, Nashi. Nice clean sweep there.
Yeah, really clean sweep. I love that game one. The game one was really close. I think the game two sort of proved they needed the character swap. And the character swap did pretty decent. But unfortunately, Fang is just such a monster. Really great stuff.
I think that the character swap we had come in game two might have been a better situation for Ace Unlimited there. I think that the Jin Kasama needed another game to really kick into gear, and I feel like the matchup was probably better. I think that we didn't see enough counters out of the Asuka. I feel like with all the pokes Nash was throwing his way, the counters might have been really useful there. So a lot to look at there, but let's actually take a look at the bracket and see where everything is now after that first round. Of course, Joey Fury over Censed and Gato over Undefeatable King means we get Joey Fury versus Gato coming up later. Then Father King 1, Joe Crush, taking it 3-0 over Divine Exorcist. And Nashi, we just saw 3-0 over Ace Unlimited. So they will be playing each other. Father King 1 versus Nashi is the round 2 matchup. But down below, you already see Undefeatable King has taken out Sensonic 3-1. So Undefeatable King staying in. Sensonic going home with 7th place today. And that means Ace Unlimited will be going up against Divine Exorcist in the lower bracket.
Yeah, what an incredible series of matches it's going to be down there. Honestly, I can't wait to see who manages to make it out because the player quality, like I said earlier, is just off the charts for Road to EVO. Everyone wants their chance to make it to EVO and get their trips paid for. It's going to be an incredible time to see who manages to make it out of here.
Exactly. If you guys are just tuning in, today's prize is, of course, an EVO hospitality package, flight, hotel, plus spend cash, tickets for day 1, 2, and the arena stage. Everything's included there, so that's a huge prize for whoever walks with first place today. 2nd through 8 all get cash prizes as well, so a lot on the line just for playing from home. PlayStation tournaments, compete.playstation.com if you guys are interested. But that is the first round. We are done with it, right? I think we're moving on to the second round now, so I do believe we're going to get Joey Fury returning to play in just a second.
Yeah, against Gato, it's going to be an incredibly crazy match. These two obviously have a long and storied career, obviously playing plenty of both PlayStation tournaments as well as tournaments across the world already. Plenty of great stuff. We saw Joey Fury was on the Jack this time around, and we actually saw the Geese from Gato this time instead of the usual Master Raven and Kunimitsu. So could be some interesting matchups here for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that we'll probably get the Jack from Joey, but you never know with these guys. You really never know. I'm excited to see what we get out of them. Of course, top level competitors. I think that out of the 4 players we have on the winner side of things, Joey Fury and Joe Crush are kind of the 2 big names that we see at multiple big events. Joey, of course, coming off a top 8 finish at Combo Breaker. He's probably the favorite here, but Joe Crush, he wasn't even at that event, right? Gato, I'm not sure if he was at that event, so we'll see which characters they bring to the table here. And I feel like when you're either Joe Crush or Joey Fury, you're the ones with the targets on your back. Everyone's looking to take you out. They know you're a threat, but you don't know how much of a threat they are necessarily, right? So this is your moment to prove yourself in this kind of a spot. So this is where you want to be, I feel like, if you're Gato or Nashi.
Yeah, and especially like what an incredible performance it would be to beat Joey Fury or Joe Crush, make it to grand finals, take your trip to EVO. Talk about momentum going into one of the biggest tournaments of the year. So it'd be an absolutely incredible story for sure.
Exactly. So we're going to get the players loaded up into the lobby in just a second. Joey Fury looked very sharp today earlier with his Jack. So we haven't seen the Marduk yet. We haven't seen the Fangway yet. Gato, we saw with the Geese Howard earlier. Stuck it out the whole way through. Looked very good in that matchup. And look at this. Gato bringing up the Ganryu. And yes, Joey Fury switching to the Marduk.
Here we go. I love it. I actually love these 2 characters. I see some really fun stuff between these two. Two very character specialist type characters. You'll see players who play these types of characters tend to have some really esoteric knowledge on these sort of matchups. So it should be a really interesting matchup to say the least.
Yeah, very old school characters. Ganryu, not a character we see a lot of. This is a pretty interesting one. It's also a character that a lot of players seem to think is very, very good, but we still don't really see it in tournament, right? So this is an opportunity for that to be proven to us in a matchup, in the tournament. Gato with the Ganryu, Joey Fury with the Marduk.
Here we go. First match. Immediately getting snagged out a couple times. You love that low poke. Right to the wall. Nice break, but gets the side swap.
Yeah, that's important here. And now back to the wall for Gato. Gotta be careful, but finds the counter hit. Okay.
Yeah, see the full power of the push here. Right to the other wall, coast to coast.
No, okay, he's walking it out. Damn, that's just hella damage out here.
Fair enough. Yeah, wow.
And the scoop. Okay.
Explodes. Damn.
I like what I'm seeing so far, Gato.
Yeah, fantastic start there, Gato. Nice. Game's first offense started, but nice. Snags him out. Big belly. Pushes him in. Right to the corner. There you go.
Combo there. That must be a
Oh
big
my
boy
goodness.
combo.
Yeah, what on earth is that?
It's gotta be a
100%
combo
health.
for just big characters.
Absolutely.
Wow, good spacing, and I like the ground hits here too. Salt upper's blocked.
Nice. He's catching that at low as well.
Throw break's good. Joey didn't flinch. That's maybe a sign for Gato to do that low again later. Nice counter with the headbutt.
Nice. Closes it out. Wow, really incredible performance for Gato. 2-0. Let's see if it's a nice clean.
Good.
Oh, here we go though. Low parry leading into the corner. You'd love to be here. Let's go. Nice
Super
break
good.
immediately. Trying to position, get Gato back to the wall here.
Oh my god, just
wow.
keeps doing it.
Here we go. Watch the life bar deplete. Look at this. Oh,
Whoa, okay, big mistake. Should have just did the combo. Did Joey hit a button? No button,
shot.
Gato.
No shot. Yeah.
God, why didn't you just do the combo you've been doing the whole time?
Yeah, it's been doing 2 billion damage. You don't need 2 billion plus 1.
Tackle's good.
Ooh, great read. Here we go.
Hey. Holy moly.
Nice. So tight here.
Ooh. Perfect.
Joy Fury getting the install. Here we go. Oh,
Good
great
call.
duck. Yeah, fantastic. Right to the wall one more time. Here we go. There you go. Going back to the basics. Over 50% health.
Oh my
Just
god.
like
He
that,
can do it
evaporating.
again.
He is.
He should, to be honest.
Absolutely.
And Joey's trying to keep him out with these down jabs.
Yeah. Oh,
Good
power crush.
choice.
All the life to play with in the world.
Was it a throw? Good break.
Fantastic. It's so scary. What do you do? There's so many shenanigan options you have here as Ganryu.
Yo, nice defense from Joey, surviving. Down jab just to stop the mix. And the
There
down
it
forward
is.
one man, Gato stayed so solid there. Well played to close it out. Joey, he struggled to defend him, but it was very difficult, right? Any poke could have done it there. Ganryu's a solid down forward 3, which he didn't use the whole set. And also the down forward 1. He just stuck with the down forward 1 repeatedly there. And when Joey had one opportunity to stop the mix, he had the down jab, created space again, needed something big, but Gato just did not give it to him.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. And honestly, the amount of value Gato got of every interaction was crazy. Every single launch ended up with over 50% combos. Like, really, really, really great stuff here. And I have to wonder if a character swap might come in just to perhaps not have to deal with that, if that is truly a large body exclusive, but we'll have to see.
I mean, the thing is, Joey, he uses big body characters anyway, so whether he uses Jack or Marduk, I'm pretty sure the combo is going to work just the same. Yeah, in this situation, he brings out the Marduk. I don't know how he feels. Like, does he switch to the Jack here? Does he stick without the Marduk to give Marduk more warm-up time?
Mm-hmm.
That was very impressive, though, with the Ganryu.
Yeah, it's actually honestly really, really great stuff. We were kind of skeptical at first seeing it, but clearly Gato has something ready and prepared, so it's going to be really, really good here.
That Ganryu was very unexpected to me. Like, we saw the Geese, we knew what that was capable of and what the game plan was, but his style of play with the Ganryu is much safer. So I think this is actually a better tournament character for him.
Yeah, it might actually be perfect in that case, especially with how well it's doing and how well it's clearly been practiced. But here we go. The Claudio stage. We'll see how it
Joey
goes.
sticking with Marduk. Didn't expect that either necessarily, but I do think that it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, it's just one game. It's a best of 5 situation. You have time to figure it out still.
You could go either way here, I think, really. We'll see as we get into the game here. First game can always go so tough, especially first fight against new opponents online. Here we go.
The Ganryu Doskoi. Let's see what happens. Down for the one into the low poke. Man. I love it.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah, I love to hate it. And here we go, getting to the next match here. I think it's already going pretty much better for Joey Fury this time around. Already half the bar already gone from Gato. Nice. Great blocks. Feeling each other out here. Nice. Another great one.
Yeah, that forward 1-2 is such a good punish from
Yeah,
Marnik.
fantastic.
90% life there for Joey. Solid round.
Yeah, really great defensive play here, too. Oh, wow, catches him slightly there. Nice, backdashes below there. You see him moving back a lot more against those. Oh, wow, that actually hit. Here we go.
Clean.
To the wall.
Good guess.
Yeah.
But again, another big life lead here for Joey.
Play nice and safe. Great break.
Wow, he double ducked. He could have got the launch of that throw. Oh my gosh, in the back, nothing. Turn around,
Nice
down jab.
turn. Yeah, wow. Joey Fury turning it on defensively here. Nothing finding its mark yet.
Oh my gosh. Dude. Get him out of here. Down forward one launcher.
He'll lead him up, man.
Wall.
Great damage.
Oh my goodness.
Huge.
I think he hit him early on the combo. We're back, and what do we do next? Big lead.
Love to
big
see.
lead.
Oh, those lows are coming in clutch here.
Ouch.
Yep. Full standing.
Joey finishes strings right here, testing his opponent, Gato. Solid defense, sidestep, down forward 2. Good combo to the wall carry here.
Oh,
He's dropping that combo. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
I thought if it's maybe a wall, like angle the wall situation, maybe. Who knows? Right into the wall. Nice. Power crush.
Uh-oh. And okay, the combo doesn't work yet at all angles. I guess you're right.
Yeah, sometimes those crazy damage combos sometimes are really specific. Nice.
Good down forward 3, and here we go. Final round. Nice comeback from Gato here in game 2.
Yeah, a lot of stabilization here. Ooh, scouts it. Here we go.
Single backdash, saw the whiff, down forward 1 for the launcher.
Ooh, love that stomp. Still spacing each other out here. Huge lead for Joey. Oh, goes to the tackle, but gets repositioned into the wall. Could be brutal power crush. Here we go. Yes, exactly, Gato. This is where you want to be.
Punished? No, he's late.
Yep.
Rage mode, Ganryu, fast, low rage drive. Got to be able to react to it.
Both getting the escapes, but back to the wall. Nice!
Stuff the rage drive. The down forward 2! Wall carry. What kind of combo?
Does it work? It works. It works.
He doesn't get the combo! Oh my gosh, he's dropped the wall combo like 4 times in a row. Dude, that was it. He won that game right there, but the wall combo costs him again. And
That's
Joey Fury ties it up.
So unfortunate. Oh my god. I have to assume it must be inconsistent, right? That's
no
the
idea.
only answer I have here, because Gato has been showing how great they are on Ganryu, and like
Brutal.
to see that drop so many times, it's so much damage off the table. There's probably 1.5 Marduk lives in those combos that were dropped, unfortunately.
In that instance, right, like the mix at the end of the round was the quick low. He had hit Joey right before with it.
Yeah.
Joey thought like, oh, he's going to try to abuse being on the internet. He's going to go for the quick low again. Caught him with the down forward 2 at range, which is just such a good choice. Caught Joey off guard. And then he had the wall carry that he was real careful about how to get him to the wall correctly. And then just dropped the combo. And it cost him big time.
It's so sad to see, because honestly, that really could have happened either way, honestly. And now Joey Fury has the door open. You know, it could happen now, and especially after the information was gained. Yeah,
that should have been a 2-0 lead for Gato right there.
Yeah.
But instead, we are just 1-1, and we're sticking out. Same case. Look at that. They ran him back to the same stage.
It's kind of crazy how much has happened already. This has happened 3 times. It's happened majority of the matches so far. That's kind of crazy. All right, but here we go though. The run back, same characters sticking on, and we'll see how this one plays out this time.
Oh man. What a brutal way to lose a game.
Yeah, and well, you know what? It's a best of 5, though. You know, instead of feeling bad that you would have won the set, now's your chance to win the next 2.
But that's the problem, because it's best of 5 now. Joey's got a game in on this best of 5.
Yeah.
You know, like against a player that's such a top level competition, you want to get every game. You want to make them feel the pressure, be ahead 2-0. But look at a step down forward one from Joey here.
Yeah, it lets you be a lot more confident. Lets you have take a lot more risks. Here we go. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Finding his footing there. Oh man, this is looking brutal. Huge life lead. Oh, just calls it out twice?
Oh man.
No,
and Joey, big life lead. He's not really concerned though. He's not taking any huge risks.
Yeah.
Yep, and there it is. Stay simple.
Very clean, Joey Fury. Really disciplined game plan here. Nice low parry. Fantastic. Right to the wall you go, my friend. Nice. Good blocks.
Oh, and Gato could have had a little bit more damage on that big whiff from Joey.
Oh, this ducks, but doesn't get the punch out of it. Here we go. Counter it. Here we go.
Wall's right there.
Love to see it. I love it. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Joey Fury looks like he's installed. It's all over.
All for one wall combo.
Yeah, hate to see it. Joey Fury playing really clean here. I love that pitch. You see that weight there? That was perfect.
Joey had it. It didn't confirm, but it doesn't really matter. It has over 80%
Pushed
lead
him
at this
over,
point.
yeah.
And that's going to be that.
That's
Joey
it.
Fury, quick 3 rounds for game number 3, up 2-1. And that's the thing, you know, you had your moment. It was right there. Just one wall combo. And then you're up 2-0. Then he starts panicking. He's not playing clean. But now it was tied up 1-1. He came back in like, okay, I'm not behind in the set anymore. Let's just play a normal first of 2. I've been here a million times. Plays a totally normal game. No mistakes, really. And Joey Fury, 3 rounds straight.
Yeah, especially with a tournament veteran like this, you need to take every chance you can get, and it just feels really unfortunate that that's sort of how it's boiling down to, because now you're seeing it. Joey Fury is walking into these matches completely unshaken, doing incredibly well, really solid, clean game plans. Gato might need to bring out something new, might have to bring out some new plans on this. It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah, the pressure level, the pressure was totally off after that second game, essentially. So we will see what Gato decides to do here. We know he had the Geese Howard. He is the guy who made almost the 9-round comeback earlier, right?
Yes, that's true. That's true.
He had an 8-round comeback. He was on the verge of being set to loser bracket in his first round matchup, but 8 rounds later he was about to win, right? So he's not done till it's over. And now they ran to an infinite stage here, so we'll see how this helps him or hurts him. I mean, the good thing about this, you can't miss a wall combo on an infinite stage.
I was about to say, you know, maybe you won't have to go for it, and therefore you won't have to worry about it. So maybe maybe things will be perfect now. Maybe this is the chance you need to get those crazy comebacks. And Gato is the guy to do it. We've seen it. So we'll have to see what happens right here. As the game begins.
The camera's ready, folks.
Winner's bracket life here for Gato.
Man, that was brutal. I still can't believe that dropped. That was...
Oh, it's so sad. I'm so...
Yeah.
It was a game ago even, and it's still living in my brain. Here we go. Great starter. Nice. Tries to make something happen there, but doesn't get the Oki. Good buttons back and forth here. Scoping each other out. Oh, Joey Fury just walks up and just waits.
Punished? Yes.
Yep. Goes with power crush, but gets punished right back. Good break. Lots of move back and forth here. Oh, no way! All right, here we go. Yep.
Tap on it. Nice comeback.
Yep, really great stuff.
Joey was definitely behind it, but smart play overall.
Yeah, he's been using the other throw the entire game, too. Here we go. Trade combos. You love them. Let's go. Yeah, huge. Get that Oki. Yep, big slam. Oh, no.
Bro. That all started with that one trade combo, too.
That's crazy, yeah. Oh, here, speaking of, though, trade combo, other favor. Gato, your chance. Make it count.
Rage cash out here with the Rage Art. Not going to be anywhere near killing, though. They need one more mix at least.
Yeah, but it could happen right here. Oh, tries to chase it down.
Oh, no. Spring kick. You just gave it to him. You just gave it to him. And the key charge? Yo, Joey Fury feeling good about that one. Set point, Joey Fury. Gato didn't like the key charge. He's going to need like 6 rounds straight right now, Gato.
Yeah, I believe it. Anyone can do it. Here we go, Gato. Fighting a literal mountain. Nice jab. Oh, crushed that low. But there we go. Exactly what we want to see here. No
yeah, you're going to duck and grab
damage.
unblockable. Okay, I like the attempt. Uh-oh, now you got to guess.
Nice.
Not
Absolutely
over. Not
perfect.
over. One
Yeah,
round down. 2 to go to stay in this winner's side.
He's doing quite well, though, still so far. Playing a bit more confidently. Let's see what happens here. A little bit low. Oh, gets the little Joey. All right, time to guess. Oh, they're so patient here. Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
Just
That
calls
might
it
be
out.
enough with the mix
I-
after. Doesn't
Yeah,
even need one. It's
doesn't
Craig
even
Marduk.
matter.
3-1 here. Joey Fury heading to the winner's final of the tournament with that victory. 3-1. Congratulations, Joey Fury. Gato not out just yet, but now in the top 5 position. We'll see how far Gato can make it. But Joey is chilling. He's getting closer and closer to the finals to have that shot at getting his Evo trip paid for. And this time did it with the Marduk.
Yeah, and showing how versatile his roster is already. These two characters, obviously both big bodies, but both two very different styles of play, and doing really great on both. Although I still definitely want to see if that ends up happening, the Joey Fury versus Joe Crush, Jack Kamir. That'll be a really interesting one to see for sure, especially how different their styles are.
Now that we know Joey's sitting there in the winner's final, he's going to get the winner of this next matchup, right? It's a good one either way, because on one hand, you have Joe Crush, right? So Joe Crush, Joey Fury, it's a classic matchup from the last few years. On the other hand, you get Nashi, Joey Fury. And Nashi and Joey, they're kind of like trading partners. They're homies for sure, So they definitely have like years of experience against each other. I got to believe Joey has the edge there, but sometimes against your homies in this kind of a situation, you never know what happens. So either way, it's going to be fun.
No, this is going to be a fantastic match either way. Like I was saying earlier, thanks to Road to Evo, this tournament, everyone's coming out. All the top players are here, especially North America for this North America set. Lots of great stuff. It's no matter which way the bracket swings, one way or another, the matches are going to be crazy. So I'm really excited for this one for sure.
Exactly. Father King 1, a.k.a. Joe Crush, versus Nashi is going to be our next match. Here's round 2 winner side. Of course, the winner of this gets top 3 in the tournament. Top 3 means you got a minimum of $100, right? So that's like the best place to be, essentially. But if you lose, you're still in the tournament. You're still going to get some cash, but you got to work your way back up, which is difficult, obviously. And that's the position now that we see our Gato in, basically, with the Ganryu and the Geese Howard. So we'll see this next one, though. Joe Crush, Father King 1. He's got the Geese. He's got the Jack. We saw the Jack last time. Nashi with the Fang. And I don't think Nashi has another character. I think it's going to be Fang 100%.
It'd just be Fang no matter what. Yeah.
So I think it's a good character choice, too. Like, this is going to be pretty fun. I haven't seen these two play each other, so I'm real curious about it because, obviously Nashi has the Jack experience from Joey, right? So is Father King 1 going to be like, all right, well, I'm not going to even test that. I'm just going to go straight to the Geese here, or is he just in a Jack mode?
Yeah, and I think the one thing to note, especially we were touching on it earlier too, is that Joe Crush and Joey Fury's Jacks are miles apart. Knowing how Joey Fury plays your Jack is going to be quite a bit different. You might know the standard answers to the standard Jack hammer and so on, but Joe Crush, he's willing to throw out the crazy moves, and I'm willing to bet Joey Fury hasn't been doing that all the time. So we'll have to see.
Definitely true. Definitely true. Chad thinks Joe Crush seems all in on Jack. I mean, honestly, if you're a Jack player, and you have either dropped the character in the past couple years or you're still playing the character, if you saw the Tekken 8 trailer for Jack, you're back on Jack. I think that's how it goes. I mean, I can tell you from personal experience playing that character in the closed alpha tests, he was easily stood out as one of the most fun characters. And it was strange because I've tried Jack in the past. I thought he was a very simple, straightforward character. But in Tekken 8, he's got like this flavor to him because he's got the stance now, right?
Yeah.
And it just kind of opens everything else up, which is so much more fun. So he's a much more well-rounded character, in my opinion, than he's ever been in the past. A lot more fun than he's ever been in the past. So it's good times ahead for Jack players for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was talking to Joe Crush last time we were commenting together, and he was saying basically specifically as soon as he saw Jack in that new trailer, and he's like, I need to go in, and that's what he's been seeing in every single one of these PlayStation tournaments. He's been doing incredibly well, often winning them, all in the back of Jack. So we'll have to see if that ends up happening here. I can't imagine. The only other choice is, of course, Geese, and maybe that happens in this matchup because I don't even know who has the edge in Fang versus Jack.
Fang versus Jack it's a decent matchup, I think, for Fang too. I mean, the thing about Fang is he doesn't really have a bad matchup. You know, it's I think if there is a bad matchup, it might be like Zafina or Kunimitsu just because their backdash is so big. Maybe Elisa, because she's also kind of a poke machine. She's also got really good movement. So other than that, you know, I think that Jack's he's got the range at least to help kind of keep Fang in check with the standing two, as down forward one goes pretty far too. So you can kind of play the range game to control what kind of pokes he can use on you. But when Fang's in your face, like Jack's options get a little bit more limited, right? He can only keep you off like forward two. It's not the best option, so it might get smothered a little bit. We'll see how they play the matchup.
Yeah, this is something that I think is really going to come down to player play style at this point, especially with how the two players sort of navigate the matchup in terms of what their typical roles end up being versus what ends up happening in this situation entirely. Nashi, obviously, insanely well-versed tournament player. Maybe the wild Jack plays or something he's experienced in other players before too. Who knows? There's a lot of big question marks going into this match, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how this shapes up for the upper final.
Oh yeah, this is going to be very, very fun here. Obviously, you know, we saw the bracket here. We thought this is one of the more stacked NA tournaments I've ever seen in Tekken 7 for PlayStation tournaments. You know, thank you guys all for joining and participating in here. Obviously, a lot on the line with this Evil Hospitality package for first place, but it's only for first place, right? So only one of these 8 players will be walking away with that one. And of course, we had a lot more than 8 players that even entered this tournament, right? Everyone had to go through the qualifiers to even get to this point. So, you know, shout out to all you guys. And of course, the PlayStation tournaments aren't going anywhere, right? So compete.playstation.com. Go get signed up. Check out all the games out there, guys. But we are getting these players invited into this lobby right now, trying to get into this matchup here. And it's going to be a fun one. I'm really curious if we get the Geese Howard, though, because I think it would be the smarter choice, but I don't think Joe Crush necessarily feels like he even needs it. You know, I think that he feels his Jack is probably plenty by itself.
Yeah, I think especially when it comes down to the comfortability, especially with playing in a tournament so much frequently, I think maybe Jack is just more polished, more ready, more able to handle these sort of situations. At the end of the day, we'll have to see what ends up coming out of it, obviously. But I'm really excited for a possibility of a Jack Fang because this is a matchup I don't see too frequently.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last time I saw it, like between like notable players at least. I can't think of one, but I think the more interesting thing to me about the matchup is just that Nashi is a Fang main through and through, right? Like he has played against every character at this point with his Fang, so no character that comes his way, he can be like unfamiliar with it against his Fang specifically, right? So I feel like if you go against some other characters, like not to name names, but there's a lot of new players who pick up Fang recently. You know, some of them probably using a character like Dragonov or something in the past, right? And then they're like, all right, I'm going to try out this Fang character now, see how far I get in tournament. You throw a different character at them with that Fang, they might not be as prepared for it. But, you know, Nashi, he's got the experience no matter what the character is.
Yeah, and I think it really that's one of the beautiful things about Tekken's large move lists and large repertoire of possible options for each character is that while you might be able to be pretty good at any sort of matchup with just the basic fundamentals of your character, you'll see some character experts really milk every single part of value from their huge roster of moves, and that really comes into play, especially when you start facing really specific matchups. Like we were talking the Ganryu big body combo earlier that unfortunately dropped, right? Like the damage when it did happen was there, right? And seeing those character specific options are one of the beautiful parts of maining a character as long as Nashi has.
Exactly. So hopefully that's what we're going to get out of them. But definitely, of course, this matchup very, very important in this tournament because it puts you into the top 3, puts you in a winner's final. You know, if you want the best odds of winning a tournament, you got to win from the winner's final side of things so you can get to the winner's side of grand finals. That's the best way to do it. Battling your way through losers, you got to play an extra matchup. So you got another opponent you got to go through. Plus, then you got to get a reset when you get to the winner's grand final. You know, like it's a problem. So staying on the winner's side here, very, very important for both of these guys.
Yeah, especially with best of 5s all the way through. Like, you're going to be playing a lot of Tekken tonight. And if you get to losers, you'll be going on a hell of a run. So when it comes to endurance, it comes to nerves, it comes to like mind games, there's certain stamina. Like all these players are fantastic tournament veterans, of course, but I'm sure many of them would say that they're much better on their first, second, third game of the day than they are their 15th, you know, so we'll have to see how things go.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, tournament stamina, definitely something that people don't really consider when they're just kind of watching tournaments. But as a player, you know, the longer your day's going, if you're not staying hydrated, you're not like having little snacks throughout or something, like by, you know, match 15 or something, especially best of 5 all the way, you start feeling it, you know. You're not playing to your peak potential. So hopefully these guys are staying calm out here, you know, staying hydrated, you know, staying, I don't know what the word is for keeping food in your body, you know, keeping nutrified, you know, I don't know. Yeah. But definitely, you know, it is going to be a long day out here. So good luck to everyone. But Nashi, Joe Crush, Father King 1, that's what we got coming up.
Yeah, it should be a really fantastic match. We're just waiting to get all the players in right now, guys. Everyone, once they're in, we'll get the matches started straight away. It should be a good one, so stick around. We're going to be going through it in just a moment here as they get it all sort of squared away inside the lobby.
Exactly. If you guys want to just hang out, you know, and talk to other players, etc., maybe hit up the PlayStation Discord. You know, it's another place we can hang out, or even watch this broadcast live. That's where they're being streamed. You guys are watching on YouTube. There's also that new channel out there, PlayStation Events. Make sure you go and subscribe to that YouTube channel. That's a new one for all things esports for PlayStation in the future. So if you guys are just following on youtube.com/PlayStation or watching it live there, make sure you go and give the PlayStation Events channel a follow as well.
Yeah, and there's been already some great content pieces already sort of detailing like what characters you should play, some different fighting game fundamentals and stuff already. So if you're looking and getting interested in fighting games, especially with the new like golden age of fighting games coming up, like this is your time to get subscribed, your time to start doing your research, looking into things. It's there's a lot to start, but trust me, it's easier and easier and easier. You just need to take the first step and you'll be well underway. And
you know, specifically, you know, that golden age of fighting games coming up, what is the one that you're looking forward to the most?
Yeah, you know what? Obviously, a little biased to say Tekken 8 right now, but Street Fighter 6 has now been out for a couple weeks, and it's crazy to me that they have developed a game where every character is a character I'm excited to play. Normally in Street Fighter, I got like my grappler, I got my 1 or 2 like fun Shotos, but in Street Fighter 6, I've played just about everyone on the roster for a couple hours each, and I'm still excited to play more. It's a really great experience, and obviously I haven't had the privilege of really playing T8 or Mortal Kombat 1 yet, but as soon as I can get my hands on them, they look fantastic as well. How about yourself?
No, yeah, I mean, obviously Street Fighter 6 is the big game right now, as you mentioned, just a couple weeks old. I think it's exactly 2 weeks old today. Yeah. So, you know, that's one of those games where I've just put in tons and tons of hours on it already. And, you know, I totally agree with you. The roster is wild. Like, if you go online, people, they seem to be having trouble finding a character because they like too many characters, you know, or they're balancing between all the characters. I think it's one of those situations where every character just seems really strong, right? And, like, even if they don't seem strong, you see someone else using it really well and you're losing to them. You're like, wait, I thought that character wasn't good. How do they do that, right? And then I feel like on top of that, the system mechanics, you know, because Street Fighter is one of those games when you go from one to the next that the system mechanics change greatly, right? Like third strike, it had the parries, right? Fourth strike, focus attack. Fifth game, they had the V triggers. Now with this game, they've got the drive system, right? So learning how to use those system mechanics in the game really changes things up. And I feel like this time around, the system mechanics play a huge role in determining how good the characters are. So I think that you're seeing right now people kind of figure out how the system mechanics can be used. And I think Drive Rush and seeing which characters really excel with it are really setting the stage for who will be the top tiers in that game.
Exactly.
But here we go. We got it. Father King 1 with the Jack. Nashi with the Fang. And they're going to Howard State.
Yeah, here we go. We got the infinite walls here, the 4 walls, I believe. Should be a fun time. I'm not sure if either of them can use this particularly well, but if anyone has crazy combos, I know it's Joe Crush. I've seen plenty of clip of him doing crazy stuff, so we'll have to see what ends up happening on this very, very funny stage.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Joe Crush, he picks the stage anyway, so I've got to feel like he's like the home court advantage. Game on.
Exactly. Getting that random feels pretty great in this situation. Both players walking in. Let's see what happens. Nice trade. We love to see these trade combos. He keeps going for 2. Oh, no, right into the wall.
Bro, absolutely terrible.
Look
at this.
Oh, no! Uncharacteristic drop from Joe Crush there, unfortunately. Nashi pushing back to center stage. Nice duck. Fantastic.
This time? No, just still a little short.
That's fine, though. Drive Rush buys some space. Doesn't even flinch from that crouch dash.
Back and throw mix up.
Nice.
Look at that.
work.
Nashi stealing the round back.
That was a really great choice there. Noticing that Joe Crush wasn't pressing any buttons, going for that throw instead, hoping to catch him out, and he did. Right, space here one more time. Nice interrupts. Here we go.
Ooh,
Oh, brutal.
smart. Not much damage though. Nice duck launch from Joe Crush. Wall's right here.
Oh, not the perfect angle though to get started.
I don't think Joe knew it was right there.
Yeah, that's a little awkward.
Beautiful
Oh, but this
step.
time though, that's what you want to see. Boom. 1-2. That's it. Exactly what you want to see. Optimized damage. Big hands. And goodbye.
Got him.
All right, one round apiece. Looking great so far for both players. Oh, immediate debug. Just throwing it out there.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh, just
heat
swinging.
seeking. Yeah. Right to the wall. Great damage. Fantastic work here. Could be a perfect start. Oh, nope. Gets to start.
Wow. Nashi used his tempo back and was really good. Side step 4. Ooh, side step down 4-3. And
There he
oh, the
goes.
backswing blow to get the wall break. Here we go. Do we go for the balcony? I think we do.
You
Yes, sir. We're
absolutely
outside.
do. Oh, it's so close, though. Next touch. Joe Crush knows it. Playing safe outside the range. Has all the time in the world on his side here. Oh, floats, but doesn't get anything out of it. Oh,
Wow,
goes the Hail
no
Mary,
punish.
both sides.
And
Oh my
Joe
God.
smart stuff ducks underneath the back to throw attempt. He wasn't going to try to guess again.
Yeah, absolutely crazy stuff there. Great work. Oh, snipes again. Wow, Joe Crush is finding these hooks really easily.
Hey. Half-life gone. Oh, boy,
Oh,
that might
no.
be it. Give me this. Perfect.
Wow. Absolutely brutal final round there. Taking the first game in an absolutely crazy final match there. But honestly, that was just like 2 guesses. I think Nashi can definitely bring this around. That was still very competitive.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, he had a couple of good rounds there.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt like Joe kind of has a read on when Nashi wants to attack because he's finding a lot of down forward twos. Not just down forward two, but also sidestep down forward two. He's calling out the highs and he's doing the wall stand and one launchers. You know, Nashi, he was trying to force back turn mix. Joe caught on to that really quickly. So it's like right now, Joe Crush is one step ahead, right? Nashi just needs to adjust and reevaluate the game plan a little bit. But definitely capable here. And we had some slight missed punishes that kind of cost him, but he was able to close out the round anyway, so he's got to clean up a little bit of those things. But I think Nashi can get this done. He just needs to stay focused.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it shows just how confident Joe Crush is in this matchup too. When the immediate round start debug connects and just starts running an offense from there, it's interesting. I have to see if this is sort of coming true where we were talking about earlier with Joe Crush playing a much more different style of Jack and making it a lot more difficult for Nashi to really find an exact rhythm to sort of work around here.
Oh, for sure. And I think that Nashi is going to be adjusting the whole way through the set too, right? He's also a tournament veteran. He's been around the scene for a long time. So, you know, he's been down in sets before. This is just a start. It's only 1-0 down and your best of 5 situation. Plenty of time here to adjust and figure things out. On the other side, you know, like I said, he's also friends with Joey Fury. He's had a lot of experience in the matchup. I'm sure right now he's probably talking to Joey Fury. Joey's like, yo, man, this and that, this and that. He's like, oh, yeah, that and this. I remember now. Got it. Game 2.
And I think it should be a really competitive game too here. Oh, especially in a best of 5, you see a lot of players take the first game as a sort of moment just to sort of feel each other's options, see what they like to go for, see what ends up happening. Especially with a character like Fang, I feel like you're going to find a lot of really great answers if you've been studying your opponent throughout their first match, win or lose.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now, nothing's really wrong. It's just, you know, a couple of decisions. Joe has some really good defense. I didn't see anything like major. The interesting thing is that back turn mix, though, right? Like, 'cause Joe took the back turn throw the first time. Second time, he ducks. So that opens up the door for more options from back turn now, right? Fang also has some mid back turn, like elbow check, essentially.
Yeah.
So there are options if he wants to duck, too. So there's just been some data gathered from game 1, and now we get to see how that plays out across the entire set of best of 5.
Yeah, and this is where we're going to see a lot of adaptations. I think I'm really excited to see what game 3-4 looked like. This is a good chance to see the overall pace, right? Obviously, a lot of momentum going in Joe Crush's favor initially. Nashi has to make some changes, and I'm sure we're going to see them adapt as the next sort of moments go across. But when they won't be changing, though, is the character. Almost certainly staying on Fang for sure.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think Fang is here to stay. Unless, you never know. Sometimes players will be working on these new characters. They didn't show anybody. They're like, Watts, you didn't know I had a Leroy, did you? Just kidding. It's Fang.
Yeah,
of course
it's still Fang. Of course, it's still Fang. A bit of a wishful thinking in some way, but we're going to see some really great stuff from him. Getting to the Claudio stage again, and we'll see how this goes.
And actually, when Fang kind of got these buffs and everyone was like starting to use him in tournaments and everyone else started picking him up instead of Dragunov or whatever, Nashi is one of the first players I thought about. Man, what happened to Nashi? He was the Fang guy, and now he's not here, and Fang's all buffed. That's crazy. But surprise, surprise, Nashi is still here, and he's on the winner bracket for now. Let's see if he can stay there. Game 2 against Joe Crush, but he's down 1-0 right now.
Yeah, could be anyone's game still. Let's see how it goes here. First game after the adaptations. Let's see what happens.
Good. That shoulder punch against Jack down for 2. Very important for Fang.
He's punched down. Liking the movement.
I would love to see. Oh my god.
Wow, just calls it out immediately.
Windmill, I'm ready to hop kick those. Hey, hella damage. And that one thing, that wall combo, we see a lot of Fang players using neutral now, but not something you'll see Nashi use neutral, I don't think.
No, not at all. But there you go. First round comes back from the first loss. Here we go. Oh, jackhammer, though. Oh, my God. Finding another one.
Oh, boy.
Debug. Joe Crush not willing to let him take momentum back. But here we go.
Back to throw.
Back to
yeah,
her.
you want to duck? I thought so.
Breaks out, but gets put closer to the wall.
Counter!
That's what you love to
With
see.
rage.
Here we go.
Just do the rage art. That might be enough damage. He's got tiny little health, more damage.
It, right?
Oh.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic comeback there. Really great stuff. 2 rounds. Oh my God, he just goes for it. These Hail Marys have been serving him well at round start. Launcher of his own. This time going towards the balcony could be enough. Yep, that's it. Here we go. Lower level combo gets a bit of try to do a big mix there.
Good down forward 2. Yeah, wall's gonna be right behind this too. Round's not done yet, but it's one mix.
Yeah,
there it is.
There it is. Takes the round. Not dead yet. Round 4. Here we go. Oh, immediate into the boot. Let's go. Nice. Answer into the check again. Ooh, no, another trade combo so hugely in Joe Crush's favor here, too. Look at this, right into the wall.
Hey.
Gets the full damage. Mixed. Oh, come
my
on.
God. All day,
One trade.
All day. Here we go. Important round for Nash here. Can't fall behind 2-0.
No, especially after you already took the first 2 rounds so dominantly.
Time to duck.
Great conversion. Into the wall you go. Oh, gets caught multiple times on the lows.
Debug.
Oh, no.
Sweeping the legs.
That's 3 lows in a row.
Another one.
Oh my God.
Nash is still in it though. Rage is not gonna happen. How did that miss? Wait, what? How the heck did that blue shoulder miss? That was crazy
I have
looking.
no idea. That must be some sort of weird wall interaction where they just were misaligned.
At first, I thought there was a power crush that absorbed it, but I don't think there was a power crush. No.
No, the life. I don't think the life went down at all. Yeah, no, I think that was just straight up, just clean break.
Weird.
That was, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that move. That move hit me in situations where I don't even believe I've seen the same post.
Was it a power crush? Chat says maybe it was a power crush.
Maybe.
Okay. So that makes more sense. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
absolutely.
Joe Crush 2-0 here. Nashi was looking good for a moment.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds felt really good. Especially that round two felt super clutch. But unfortunately, Joe Crush, mid-set adaptations, started throwing out those wild haymakers, and then just each one found its mark. And yeah, it's a little scary to say the least.
Man, Power Crush versus Fang's Rage Drive. Like, I'm curious if that was an intentional choice there. Because if so, that might be actually a really good choice. And in Tekken 8's design, they've it seems like they've kind of sped up or made Power Crushes safer in a lot of instances. So I feel like maybe that's kind of the direction they want the game to go. So that's another thing to look for during the closed network test, just to see if, throwing out Power Crush in these kind of situations are the answer.
Yeah, especially in such a scramble situation like that, where it's just like life bars are laying lower, people need to start choosing really big options. We're staying on the final characters. Violet Systems could go in either way still. but Joe Crush walking in pretty strong.
Father King 1. Looking for win 400. Now I was going to say 100. Looking for win 400. He's at 399 right now.
Wow.
He's catching up to Nashi.
Here we go. Ooh, patient for first this time.
One, I don't think so. Back capo step. One kick in your face.
No way, bro. Great aggression here. Fantastic.
Back
one. Uh-oh. Oh, that was scary.
Yeah, but look at the position. This is terrible for Nashi.
Yeah.
Bounce! He's dead.
Yeah, you're so dead. Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah,
Wow.
that little step, too. If you go back and you watch that round again, you'll see Joe Crush did a big side step just to make sure he had Nashi's back flush to the wall there. And again, side step right down for 2. That's twice in the same step that he's done exactly that.
Oh, wow. It hits that. Hit it there, too. 1. Let's go. He's fishing for it. Nice. Back turn mix. Ooh, I love that patience. Trying to bait out something, but no button comes out. More poke. Oh, just Hail Mary. No way he's pressing a button. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Fang got that nice long range forward 3. Good punish from Nashi on the board here in game 3.
Oh, catches the back turn. Oh, not another trade combo. Here we go again. I smell a debug.
No need. Huge lead right now.
There it
oh
is,
my god.
yeah.
Yeah, the power crush ended the round again. Forward, forward, 4.
Yeah, there it is.
Ooh, wow.
I think he tried to catch on the move backwards there.
Start of the round, down, forward 2. And it is set point right now for Father King 1.
Nice. Raise roof. Here we go. Space each other out. Rage still here. Oh, no.
That is that. 3-0. Father King 1 over Nashi. Dominant fashion. With the Jack, you know, I was curious if we are going to get the Geese Howard, but no, the Jack was what he has been playing. Looking good right here, right now with it. Nashi, unfortunately, sent down to the lower bracket. But that means, of course, you know, our bracket is filling up here. And on the upper side of things, we're going to have Joey Fury versus Father King 1 as the winner final of this tournament. There it is.
This was talking about earlier. This is probably going to be a Jack mirror. And these two have such different styles. I'm really excited to see how these styles sort of clash here and who ends up coming up on top. These were 2 of our big favorites walking into this. Not too surprised to see them here. But on the bottom end, actually, we see that Divine and Exorcist has actually managed to climb up a bit as well, managing to take out Gato.
Exactly. So congrats to Divine Exorcist popping into our top 4 right now. But you did see up there that Joey Fury versus Father King 1 will be our upper bracket winners final later on. And of course, if you guys are watching, you're thinking, man, how did I miss this? How do I sign up for these? Compete.playstation.com. That's where you want to go. Sign up and get involved. There's a bunch of games out there, right? FGC games. You've got Tekken, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear Strive. You got Mortal Kombat 11. Then there's non-FGC games, right? They got shooter games, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, Apex Legends, plus sports games, NBA 2K, FIFA, etc. So make sure you head on over there, compete.playstation.com, sign up, and get involved.
Yeah, absolutely incredible resource. So please go check it out, guys. But I think we're almost just about done before our next sort of break. We're going to getting a quick break going, and then we're getting into our finals as well as the losers finals as well. And we'll be able to see who ends up making our final sort of matches here tonight. Really, really great stuff.
All righty. So let's take that break, please.
PlayStation.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments
The final 1v1 of the game here.
and celebrate the pros and the rising stars,
I do want to see a female in the MCS.
bringing you guides and deep dives
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
and tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he get...
No way!
Whether you're in a heated match
Bag, let's go.
or watching along at the edge of your seat,
A duo taking down a trio.
let's create moments from the games you love.
Now Tekken!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the PlayStation Tournament's Road to Evo. I am the Skilled Roy, joined here today by Rip. Rip, how you been enjoying the matches so far tonight?
Dude, it's been great, of course. You know, we've got some high-level competition, some top-level Tekken talent out here for the FGC Arcade Road to Evo. Of course, these guys battling for that Evo hospitality package. Some of these going to Evo, all things paid, flight, hotel, spending cash, tickets for the arena, etc. Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is your chance to come up from the open qualifiers, get a ticket right there, and have your chance to prove yourself at one of the biggest fighting game tournaments in the world. Absolutely incredible story it could be for anyone at home right now.
Exactly. If you guys were just watching those commercials right beforehand, you already saw there's a new spot on YouTube to watch your favorite PlayStation tournaments. Make sure you guys check out PlayStation Esports on YouTube. That is the new channel for all things esports. If you guys are watching right now on the PlayStation channel there, you can also watch it at PlayStation Esports right now, especially in the future. So head on over to youtube.com/@PlayStation Esports, drop subscribe, and turn on those notifications.
Yeah, absolutely great resource to check things out. But of course, for those of you who are just tuning in, let's take a look at how the bracket has been progressing so far, what matches have sort of happened so far, and who's been taking what victories. Right off the bat, we had an incredible series for the first round, but as we got to the second, it was Joey Fury versus Gato for a 3-1. Then we had Father King 1, aka Joe Crush, versus Nashi 3-0. And then just recently, we saw that Divine Exorcist was pushing it up through lower bracket with 3-1 against Gato.
Exactly. So Divine X is sitting there waiting for either Nash or Undefeatable King to join him in the top four. But coming up next, we do have our upper bracket final. Joey Fury going up against Father King 1, a.k.a. Joe Crush. You know, that's his name. It's funny, like, I have to say it like that because in the commercial, if you were watching there, it shows his face. It says Joe Crush at the bottom, and he switches his name to something else. Like, dude, people already know you as this thing. You're in a video. But, you know, hey, whatever you want, man. Father King 1 in here against Joey Fury, going to be our next matchup. Of course, these are the two favorites in this bracket. We kind of expect them to make it out here if everything went according to plan, essentially, and here they are, showing that they are the skill players that we've talked them up to be, essentially, and proven themselves to be. But this should be a good one. I'm not really sure which way it's going to go. Best of 5 situation to stay on the winner side of things. Could go either way.
Yeah, and I think especially when it comes down to what could possibly be a Jack mirror, it's a really interesting situation because both players play the characters so differently that it'll be an interesting experiment to see, and across a best of 5, what will end up winning out in terms of stylization, you know, and what ends up having to be, what adjustments have to be made according to that.
The interesting thing here is that I feel like when I used to watch Joe Crush versus Anakin, Joe Crush would pick the Jack for the mirror match. He wanted to play and beat him in the mirror match. I don't know if Joey Fury feels the same way. You know, like, I think that he might be one of those guys like, nah, I'm not running no mirror match. Heck no, I'm going to run a Marduk on you. I'm going to run something else. Maybe it'll be a Gigas or a Fang. I don't know. I mean, we just also saw, you know, Father King 1. I was going to say, we just saw Father King 1 take out Joey's homie, Nashi, with the Fang. So maybe he'll run it back with the Fang. That's literally what I was going to say. And here he is with the Fang. Oh, my goodness. This is amazing. All right, let's see what he does here.
Whatever the opposite of a commentator curse was, that was fantastic. Here we go. Into Infinite Azure, though, this is an interesting sort of situation here, especially for Feng, getting a lot more space to work with here.
Chokroy says he'll switch his name back after this.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Hey.
Nice. Some great options here already. Much different style already from the Fangs, too. I love that the Tekken, you can see the play styles of each player, even on the same character. A lot less crouch dashes, a lot more standing the ground, but pushing a lot more offense, too.
Down
oh,
back
there you go.
Hit. Yeah, that's something that Nashi wasn't really using. Down back 3, such a good buff for Fang. He's counter it now, extra damage on it. Ooh, I like that. That's a mix-up because there's a string that ends with that same hit, but he did it separately.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there. Ooh, instant trade. Oh, it doesn't get the trade combo this time.
Plant the seeds. Damn, the patience there, Joey.
He's just staring him down.
Ooh, I see what he's looking for now. Ooh, wow, he didn't confirm. That's hard to confirm.
Absolutely. Shoulder pull. Let's go. Great side step to dodge initial.
Didn't duck behind that time. Expected to come out, I think. Wow, he is fishing real hard. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting.
Absolutely crazy reach there. Here we go. Oh, went for a back turn mix up, but nothing came out of it this time.
Rage mode now, Father King 1.
Oh, grabs twice.
Nice defense from Joey. And stuffs the down for 2 with Fang's headbutt. Such a good round ender.
Yeah, great stuff with Joey Fury there. Fantastic work. Oh, tries to climb up, but doesn't get anything out of it.
Yo, there's headbutt pressure, dude.
Yeah, I love how he's playing Fang. It's so pressure focused and comparatively to the evasiveness we saw earlier.
Yeah, just staying slightly out of Jack's range too. He knows exactly where to be.
Yeah, you're seeing each of these whiff just by an inch each time that Fang comes in and taps it once, you know? Like that's exactly what you see, but this time, getting caught. Choke crush, doing a lot of damage into this. Oh, just drops the last hit though. Readjusting. Here we go. Jackhammer. Bit of a lead, 23 seconds. Time's gonna start mattering soon. But these low pokes are gonna steal the lead.
Wow, he stepped that direction. He's been going that way a lot, and this time Father King 1 cashed out. Called it with the while standing 1.
Oh, you saw the buildup of a power crush there, interrupted just in time.
Pixel,
oh,
nice.
Fantastic. I also love the run across there to secure the life lead for the life timer in case it came to that. Another jackhammer.
It's getting closer.
Oh, it's spooky.
Yeah, Joey, he might cash on that forward 3-4 eventually.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see that adaptation already happening even in their first game. Jackhammer seeds. Here we go. I love that duck. Nothing comes out of it here, though.
So much damage with that 10-spring starter.
He's looking for it.
Yeah, a little scary. Good check right now. Joker, no punish on the hop kick. He was thinking about other stuff probably. Mental stack.
Yeah. Big punch. Big life lead though. Oh. Hammer again.
Oh, there it is. He catches it this time with the whiff. Is it enough damage to raise the one hit into Rage Art?
It's close. I think it's enough.
I think it's enough. It's
oh
not
my God,
enough.
literally 1 health. No,
Down
there it
4.
is.
No fear. Joey Fury runs up in quick low to seal the deal on the first game. See, Nashi, you just had to do that. That's how you get 1 game against Joe Crush with Fang. Just like that.
Yeah, a lot of really great pressure this time around. Fang was much more up in the face and is weaving right outside of the swing range of most of Jack's attacks. And instead of going for the more evasive style, it felt like more of a pressure focused style with a lot of the headbutts, especially that we saw.
Yeah, I mean, Joey definitely with his offense too goes in with a lot more lows than Nashi was going in with. So you saw like he had one sequence, I think, down back 3, full crouch, down forward 2. You know, I just it's so effective because of the range of Fang, right? Like you don't really know when you want to duck. Especially the range that down back 3 can hit you at is so far away that usually you don't want to duck there, right? But Fang kind of forces you to sometimes if you want to punish that down back 3 because it's launch punishable. If I get the block on it, that's fantastic. But then it kind of opens up the door for everything else. And the other weird thing about Joey's Fang specifically is he was using forward 3 a lot. Like Fang players, they'll use that as a long range whiff punisher, but Joey was kind of testing it a lot. And the weirder part about it was that it would whiff a lot, but it was kind of like a setup. Like first hit, since it's a two-hit string, right? First hit whiffs, and then you're kind of waiting for the second hit, and then he uses that time that you're waiting to put you into another mix. So that one time he caught him was like forward 3 into down forward 3. It was a weird sequence that almost looks like a string because of the hesitation that it puts into the other player, even on whiff. So that was really neat. But then, of course, by the end of the game, he actually cashed in because he did 4-3 by itself, and then he sidestepped left, saw the whiff, and then cashed in with 4-3-4 as a whiff punish, right? And that was the only time he cashed in the entire game, even though he threw it out probably like 10 times. So that was really well played and really interesting. That's not something I see from a lot of Fang players.
Yeah, it sort of shows just how much mastery goes into this matchup as well. Really great stuff. Still sticking on it, of course. It did fantastic the first time. Going to Jungle Outpost 2 this time. We'll have to sort of see if it manages to happen again, because that would seem pretty dominant, especially with the last couple rounds there, too.
Yeah, and both these characters are going to be really good at walls. Jack can be super impressive. We saw how well Joe Crush used it against Nashi. Let's see what happens here. Game 2, Father King 1 versus Joey Fury.
Yeah, combo the low again.
And he finished the string this time. I was wondering when he's going to cash in because he's been leaving out the last hit of that string. And that time finally he threw it out there, and Joe Crush, he avoided it, but he didn't get to punish it at all.
To the wall, power crush, big power crush. Here we go.
Switch position.
Yep, good choice. Hits him to the wall. Ooh, no break though.
Yeah, but now rage mode for Joey Fury. Can we find a rage comeback here?
Definitely possible, but any sort of low could spell death here. Yeah, there's one. There's two.
And there's a mid.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Father King 1. Guess first round here, game 2.
Yeah, you want to start with the lead, especially after the losing the first game.
Hey.
Chipping at him one more time. Doesn't want to let him go. Oh, but the low parry.
Yeah, that was a really nice low parry there. Oh, and we get the balcony break.
Wow, interesting angle for that, but unfortunately drops a bit of it. Here we go, raise roof, big combo.
Oh, and I love that he waited for it to fall a little bit to get that one.
That's so cool. Nice break. Good spacing. Anyone's game here. Looking for a couple lows. Nice go for the headbutt one more time. Backhammer still happening.
Time winding down here. 10 seconds. Both going to be with rage.
Oh,
Smart.
perfect.
That is a really good low to close out with because there's like a little bit of an animation of where nothing happens, and you're like, oh, he's doing something, but I don't know what it is. So you kind of fuzzy your low parry there, and you stand back up.
Wow, fantastic starting damage here.
Oh my gosh. Counter!
Yeah, there it is.
Jeez Louise. That counter hit down back 3. Why did they give that to him? Good block.
There you go. Caught it this
No
time.
launcher, though. He should have launched.
Ooh, catch him out of the air. More jackhammers. Oh, great low parry this time.
Yeah, twice he ran up there and went for the low, and Joey's let him run up and get the low parry.
Yeah, it almost evens out the momentum entirely. Really unfortunate.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I see his clothes moving, but his body's not.
No,
That's
they're
usually a sign that we are
moving too
disconnected.
fast. They're moving too fast for us to even see now. It's they're incredibly powerful here.
Yeah, the clothes are moving faster than the players at this point.
Yeah.
We'll tune back in to find out what happens there, but Joey was up 2 rounds to 1 in that situation. Not really sure what the life bars were at there, or if they'll just play back that round 4, I believe it was. But we will see, of course, Joey Fury up in the set regardless, 1-0 here, as they are into game 2 here. And I got to say, his Fang's still looking impressive. I think that Joe Crush had a little bit of adaptation, but we saw in this game Joey started to really bring out a lot more low parries, right? So that's shutting down a little bit of Joe Crush's offense with the down back ones, making him reconsider, basically. And if you start like hesitating in your offense, that just kind of opens the door for Fang to go into his poke mix. So I'm not really sure what the answer is here, other than to just believe in it and go for mids when you run up instead.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of the main things we have to see an adaptation of here. We'll have to see a game 3, obviously, once that eventually happens. But at the end of that, Joey Fury is looking pretty solid across the board. It might need to have Joe Crush do a much larger game plan shift for game 3. I gotta wonder if this is a good sort of situation for Joey Fury, who just like watched his training partner just loses to the same character, picks the same character, and says, "Okay, look, I understand what went wrong there, you know," and is able to bring out something much different.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of Tekken. Really, is that the same character in multiple players' hands rarely plays the same. So a lot of your defensive knowledge against other characters stays the same, and that differs from player to player, right? And obviously, Joey Fury uses Jack, so he knows the exact ranges where Jack wants you to be, where Jack player wants to be, and he's staying out of that so well, right? Like, it's hard to do that unless you yourself are a Jack player of the level that Joey is, right? So
yeah, exactly. Like you saw in game one there. Yeah, in game one, round two, like there was these moments where he was just darting in and out, just perfectly on the edge. Joe Crush would swing constantly. It would just be just out. He'd reach in, tap him once, tap him once, tap him once, soften him up for a counter hit, and then it was just over like that.
Yeah, and you can see even in those kind of situations, right? Joey doesn't need Fang Wei. He can do that with any character, right? Like, you can give literally any character. So it looks like they're going to reload back in and get to the same kind of point of the game, which, if I remember correctly, I think was in round 4. I think Joey had 2 rounds and
I believe so as well.
Joe
yes.
Crush had 1. I think so.
Yeah, I think that was the breakdown.
Yeah, they're also going to go downstairs.
Yeah, they have to go downstairs, right? Because they have to break the wall, of course. They have to break the vines, too. Perfect. Good job, guys. Good coordination. Yeah, do the nice standard string to even up the rounds.
Yeah, the nice thing about this is that there's no meter, right? Like, if you had to do it to the character that had meter, then it's a disaster because you don't really know. You don't know that you're going to get back the same amount of meter. That's very hard to recreate that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, now it's Joe Crush's turn.
1, 2, 3, 4. He messed it up. You got to do it, Joe Crush. There it is. All right, here we go. Game on.
Let's see how it goes.
Man, it always throws me off that there's no announcers here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Round 4. Fight.
Nice. Catch him low this time. Those Lulers finding home a bit more top now. Oh, but so are Joey Fury's. Life bar is roughly equal here.
That was a really well-placed jab from Joey a second ago, and yeah, life bars are still about even. Got caught. Pick it up with the combo. The wall's going to be behind it, too. Oh, it's short.
Just short. No.
Countered.
Oh, no.
Throw, no break, and that. Wait, now it's a mix. It's a mix. The fish hook, and Joey Fury goes up 2-0.
Wow, Joey Fury doing incredible work here. That almost was Joe Crush's round to win there. Just like an inch too short to get the wall, but unfortunate. Really great stuff by Joey Fury though so far. Really showing how powerful they are in this matchup in particular.
No, for sure. Joey up 2-0 right now in the set. And I think, if I remember, Joe Crush won 3-0 over Nashi. So now Joey Fury trying to avenge his friend and get a 3-0 back with the same character. What a homie.
Yeah, it's just showing you, hey, it can be done. It can be done. Let me show you. We'll watch this VOD later. You know, watch it together, figure out what happened. But there's some really great stuff already happening here, and it's already showcasing like how even matchup-wise, right? Like players play the matchup so differently that the entire metagame and mind games of the other players shift entirely around different tools. Really great stuff.
We'll see if he can keep this going, though. And, of course, this is the opportunity for Joe Crush to switch characters if he chooses to, right? So, right now, 2-0 against the Fang, but he does have that option to switch characters in this situation. So, it might be time for the Geese, or he might just stick it out with Jack. We'll find out in a second.
Yeah, Geese would be a powerful choice here, I think, as well. Obviously, Joe Fury has plenty of experience against Geese as well. But Geese, obviously, a very fantastic character and can do really great work against Fang as well. Let's see what happens. Nope. Stay on the Jack. And we ran him to the same stage.
What is up with that?
It's like literally most of the matches have had that happen.
We've had, I think, 3 or 4 sets, right?
Yeah.
All of them have had the same stage come up twice in a row.
Yeah, that's
random.
wild. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. How many stages are there in Tekken? There's like 16?
Maybe more? I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot.
Let's see how they go this time, though.
Side step 4. Okay. Old school thing.
Oh, big whiff, but no punish.
Yeah, Joey missed a wild stand and 1-2 looks like. Oh boy, he's stuck at the wall right
3
now.
times, yeah.
Good choice. Jack small stand for a good chunk of damage too. Oh, he has a step. He has a step again. Nothing though. No buttons.
Oh,
and now position switch. Oh my gosh.
Just goes for it.
Yeah, he went for that pancake. Joe was like, I don't want any. Got him.
Oh, perfect hook. Here we go. Nice.
The mix.
Great stuff. Taking the lead this time. Joe Crush. See if he can convert this into a full round. Sorry, into a full game. Slowly directing him to that balcony there.
Yeah, and Joey, he's not really doing a great job of whip punishing right now. His movement has been great. He's caused a lot of whips to happen, but there's been no punish behind that.
The second half of the equation here. Otherwise, he's going to keep pressing the buttons. The life lead is slowly surmounting here. Catches him twice.
Yeah. It's hard to confirm.
Great carry here.
Yeah, now he's got the ball position. Punish that. Oh my gosh, he's so late on the whip punishes. But
So
it's okay.
Yeah.
Forward 1 plus 2, he's got this round.
Nice and clean. Nice and clean. All right, 1 round apiece. Here we go. Immediate big boot. Here we go. Swiping those legs one more time. Our big jackhammer. Keeps catching very slowly. Joker's looking pretty strong here. Keeping him out. And pulling that life lead. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's looking rough right now. I mean, like I said, Joey Fury, his movement has been great, and they're finishing the screen. This time he finds a hit. Position switch for the wall. Joey needs to hit some buttons on these side steps. Exactly, there it is. And man, that was crazy because Joey was sidestepping right the whole time. And then finally, Joker's like, I'm going to track you that way by doing a jackhammer. Joey goes left and gets the hop kick for the whip punish. Like, what?
Yeah,
was that a setup?
Absolutely. Like conditioning for sure. But still, anyone's game here. Joe Crush, quite a bit of low health here, but Rage's on deck. Oh, just goes for it. Swings through the fences.
And why not? It's so safe. Can barely punish it. Ever. The running 3 set point for Joey Fury. Can he get the 3-0?
Oh, this is so close. Oh, the little shifts back and forth.
I'll step forward. Will you step?
Yeah. I love the respect between both players here.
Yeah, that 1-3 neutral from Fang. So tricky. Doesn't even fail, but nobody ducks it. It's just too fast, I think. Damn, good down forward two in between the jabs.
Right to the balcony. Oh, no! Oh, it still worked. Okay, we're good. Right to the wall.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, full damage. Here we go.
Low
Great
parry
low
with
parry.
rage. 13 win streak on the line for Joey Fury's Fang to the other wall. Oh, gosh. Wow.
Oh, great block.
15 seconds. How do you make this half-life bar comeback with Fang Wei? Trying to clip him.
Trying to find an answer. No,
Not
it's
gonna
so
find
hard.
one.
There we go. Joe Crush gets on the board. 1-2.
That was a pretty sloppy game from Joey Fury, not gonna lie. I mean, he could have won that, I think, if he had whiff punches in the first couple of rounds there. But the scary part about it is, like, all right, you know, you've kind of shown him your Fang now. He's had 3 games to get some information on how you play this character, even though it's kind of different than other Fang players. So now, you know, someone of Joe Crush's level, they're kind of used to what you're doing. You know, they understand the game plan now. So do you stick it out with Fang here to make the point that you're proving earlier to your friend? Or do you go like, all right, that's enough of that. Let me just close this out with my other real main characters.
Yeah, and it's an interesting question for sure. When you're 1 game away, like I would understand if you just got the one game win and you're like, time to swap off. When you're at 2, it almost feels like you kind of should just stick on it just to prove the point.
You know, I'm winning.
Yeah,
I'm clearly winning.
Clearly. And you got lower bracket to play with if you need to, right? Like, yeah, come on. We'll see. We'll see.
I wouldn't play with it. Like I said, only first place goes to Evo, man. Second place, you get some cash. It helps pay your way to Evo, but it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. I think
absolutely.
I don't know what the cash value of the prize is, but it's got to be like 5 to 10 times more for first.
Yeah, at least. Well, the hotel
Flight
alone.
plus hotel, right?
The hotel alone, like at that time, yeah, good luck. Like that's absolutely going to be the bulk of it for sure. But it's going to be anyone up for grabs for now too, because like you have the Father King 1 here, we have Joey Fury, we have I think Exorcist still over in lower brackets, and we'll have to see who the winner of King and who was the other player we had?
Nashi.
King and Nashi. Yeah. King and Nashi. We'll see who wins between those two.
Yeah,
The perfect world is that we see Nashi fight Joe Crush in losers. Sorry, in lowers. But to get the run back on this matchup now that has been shown how to do it by Joey Fury. That'd be funny.
Man, watching tournaments and commentating tournaments, it always makes me want to play in tournaments more.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it always
Absolutely.
makes me want to play the game more in tournaments. Like, man, are there any tournaments tomorrow? You know, like that's always
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
I feel you. Well, it's rough for me. Right? As soon as this tournament ends, it's usually like 12:30, 1 a.m. for me, and I'm like, I need to find someone to play who's willing to play Tekken at 1 a.m.
Yeah, like I'm not even trying to play right this second, but I want to, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it's that late, isn't it? It's already that late out here. Holy moly!
Yeah, it's 11:48 for me.
Yeah, it's best of 5 the whole way through. It's a long tournament.
It's great matches, though. With the best of 5, we're seeing a lot of adaptations, a lot of changes between each of the players, a lot of changes between each of the sort of mindsets and the mind games between each round. We saw an incredible 3-0 reverse sweep already. I'm already happy we got best of 5 for that alone. Normally, that was in round 1, so that wouldn't have happened normally. So, really excited.
Yeah. I would see, but this is the argument that people have against best of 5 the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it rarely makes a difference, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we've
yeah.
had 6 sets so far, and I think only one of them was there 2 on the other side. You know?
Yep.
So every other one would have ended in a best of 3 anyway.
Absolutely. I think it really depends on like the caliber of the tournament you're at and how strong the players are consistently. Like if we're talking like a worldwide tournament top 8, then I kind of want best of 5 all the way through. Otherwise, it's like I'm cool with best of 3 after all winners.
I like it for the sense of just that so we can see more matches between those
Yeah,
players.
exactly.
But at the same time, the outcomes are like the same, like 90%
Yeah.
of the time, literally. But here we go. It's sticking out with Fang Wei.
Got the dojo. Here we go. See what happens. Joey Fury looking to make a point here.
Ooh, good duck while standing 4 again. He had a lot of success with that in the last game too.
Yeah, I think there's one strong adaptation already happening from here.
Down back
Nice.
while standing 1.
Wow.
And I love the punch counter attempt there at the end too. Dude, the while standing 1, just do it.
Just go for it. Joe Crush says fire it.
Hey,
Runs to the wall.
holy
Tries to track him
moly.
down. Wow.
Why did
Brutal.
he back roll there towards him?
No way.
Weird choice.
Yeah, that fell apart after one interaction there. Really unfortunate. Joey Fury had such a huge lead. Big boot.
Look at the damage, and then
Wow.
right into a down 4-2. We're at the wall. This is the way. No, wait.
Oh, bit of a whiff there.
Bro, just again.
dude,
Instant
just-
while standing 1.
Just fire it. Just fire it. Bop.
2
Wow.
quick rounds. Super quick rounds.
Yeah, Joe Crush seemingly installing everything entirely he needs here. Joey Fury, chance to make him come back though. Big check. Here we go.
Yeah, I love the dash block that time from Joey, right? We've seen so much of these instant while standing 1s, down 4-2s from Joe Crush. They're just forcing you to try to check something and blocking and punching is the right choice.
Yeah, really fantastic conditioning there too. Fury on deck though. That's what we want to see. Here we go. Yep, perfect.
Okay, not over. Joe Crush got to be careful here. Got to close out now. Otherwise, Joey Fury could bring us back and end the set.
Totally doable here too. Get caught. Oh no.
Boom! Tombstone pile driver.
Nice. Gets underneath the jackhammer. Perfect size up hop kick.
How does he do it only when he goes left? When he goes right, he doesn't ever think to hop kick. You know, when going left, he'll get that hop kick.
Oh, there we go. Oh
Down
no.
with the wall.
Oh, the sidewall coming into
stuff.
life here. No way. He's not pressing the button. There's no shot. Yeah, absolutely not.
What, Joey? Oh my God! Terrifying.
Small
Set
heart attack.
point.
Small heart attack.
Set point for Joey Fury.
Here we go. Anyone's game. Last round. Nice.
Ooh, back
Good
10
time
slow
stab.
step, launch it. Oh my goodness, Fang Wei. What? Damn, the Joey Fury delayed hop kick. Doesn't find it.
Big stomp. Tries to go for it again.
Big lead Joey here, brought it back.
Oh.
Joe Crush in trouble, he's got rage.
Could be wins game here though.
Yeah, positioning for wall.
Oh,
scary.
No! Gets out just in time.
Got him, that's
That's
it. Joey
perfect.
Fury, 3-1. Pop off a little bit in the game. Joey Fury moving to the grand finals on the winner's side. People have to beat him 2 sets didn't want to take this trip to Evo away from him. Nicely done, Joey Fury, with the Fang Way. Avenges Nashi's loss.
Yeah, wow, what an incredible display, especially after just seeing that match from the other end. It's really cool to see a player of Joey's caliber just sort of put on a clinic on how to actually sort of tackle this matchup from a different angle. Really great stuff.
Yeah, that was amazing stuff there. Joe Crush with the Jack, he changed things up a little bit in the last couple of games there. Was finding some answers, but man, Joey's sidestep lefts into the hop kicks were working out. The low poke timing and the choice of when to go into the lows was very good too. It kept him on his toes, very unpredictable there. And even his adaptation on defense was very good too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket, see where things have led us now. Obviously, Joey Fury going to be on the winner's side of the grand finals here. In the bracket, there he is, chilling 3-1. But you can see down below, Undefeatable King takes out Nashi 3-1.
Wow.
So now it's Undefeatable King versus Divine Exorcist in our lower bracket semifinals. Winner of that will get Father King 1, aka Joe Crush, in the lower finals. And then, of course, the winner of that gets to the grand finals to try to take away Joey Fury's road to Evo trip, basically. So it's one of those four. Anything is up for grabs. No one is eliminated yet, right, out of these four. So that's where we're headed.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Undefeatable King in particular. Had a really, really strong showing in the upper bracket. And I think, especially after taking Nashi out already, like that's already clearly showing you that he's doing quite well down there already. So we'll have to sort of see how that ends up shaking out, because I think Armored King is some spice in these matchups that could be really interesting.
Yeah, Undefeatable King and Divine Exorcist, I feel like, are players that have played each other multiple times in these PlayStation tournaments as well. So this should be a fun one. They definitely have some history against each other. They have knowledge about each other's play styles. Clearly, the characters, too, like they're familiar with, right? Undefeatable King, we're going to see the Armor King out of him. Very, very likely. And then Divine Exorcist, very, very likely we're going to see the Claudio, right?
Yeah.
If we see anything other than those two, it's because their matchup history, right?
Yeah.
So that we might see like a regular King and a Lars or something, right? So very excited to see how this one goes down. Of course, in this position of the bracket too, lower semifinal, usually it's best of 3 still in this situation in a regular bracket, but in this tournament, best of 5 the whole way through. So a little bit of a longer set for them.
Yeah, I think they actually met in losers last tournament as well, and I think Undefeatable King did come out on top last time, if I remember correctly. So we'll have to sort of see if that manages to come back. Obviously, both players will take plenty of time to take it back to the lab, especially with such a huge prize on the line. Sort of see what adaptations they can make since the last time they fought each other, and we'll have to see what happens this time, because this is a match that's quite interesting. So the Kings versus our boy Claudio / Lars. Some really good stuff could be happening here.
Exactly, man. So this one should be fun. Shout outs to both of them for making it into the top 4, of course. That means you're going to get a little bit more cash. I believe top 4 both get $100. Everyone here gets at least $100 and up. Third place, third and fourth both get that, I think. Is that right?
I believe so. And then second gets 200. Yeah. And then first, of course, gets the Road to Evo grand prize, the flight, the hotel, spending cash for your foods. Just a fantastic time. Obviously, a huge boon to any player who's looking to go online and then compete there. Obviously, if you want your chance to compete in these sort of huge tournaments, go ahead and check us out at compete.playstation.com for your chance to come in and join us and be in these tournaments and have your chance to get to Evo. It'd be fantastic to see you there as well.
And of course, we're only sending one person from North America out here, but Evo is an international tournament. We're already sending someone from Europe as well. But if you guys are interested, check it out, man. If you guys are big fighting game fans, you've never been to Evo, you got to go at least once. Trust me, it is an experience unlike any other experience in the fighting game community. I've been to tournaments around the world. Evo is always the largest one by a long shot. It's unbelievable the amount of people that are there to celebrate fighting games in that kind of an environment. The arena is unlike anything I've experienced for fighting games. It's just one of a kind, really.
Yeah, it's being in the arena during last year's grand finals were absolutely heart-stopping. You can hear the crowd erupt with every single hit. It's a fantastic time. You have to be there. It's absolutely amazing.
Dude. And man, last year's Evo top 8 for Tekken, you just reminded me the Knee and Khan saga, right? Khan and Arthur Ashe in the losers final of that tournament too. Just so unpredictable. And that it was like at that point it seemed like that matchup was just never going to happen for us. Arson versus Knee in the finals of a tournament. It seemed like this is it. Arson's going to beat Khan, and then he gets Knee in the finals. Doesn't happen, right? It's like, wow, we're just never going to get it. And then of course Combo Breaker, finally we get them playing in the finals together after so long. And Arson comes out on top after a reset, one of the craziest resets we've ever seen in Tekken history.
One of the wildest. Yeah, that was
unbelievable.
That's a tournament to watch forever. Honestly, absolutely,
it really
fantastic.
is. Man,
But
Nia
here
is
we are.
ridiculous. Yes, and here we are. Losers semifinals, Undefeatable King versus Divine Exorcist.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting matchup. If they stick on these actual characters we see here, could be fantastic. Here they are. Armor King and Claudio on the G Corp helipad.
All right. If I remember correctly, Divine Exorcist lost to Joe Crush, right?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
That's how he's down here. So if he wins this set, he gets the run back with Joe Crush.
Yeah, that'd be a fantastic one to see as well. We'll have to see, because that was the whole the debate with the Claudio versus Jack.
Oh yeah,
So,
you're right.
remember?
We might get to see that that whatever
The 9-0
matchup chart. Yeah.
Here we go though, squaring off right away. Go for the track. Nice. Pushing him right to the wall.
Well, good punish on the block.
Yeah, getting space here.
The Claudio special back one.
Chipping away at the wall. Gets the starburst ready. Good break. Good side swaps.
Important to protect the Giants when they're back to the wall. Oh man.
Nice. Yep. There it is.
Cheap.
The classic. Down 2-2. Here we go. Sweet
Ow.
nail, but no pickup.
Yeah, it was so far.
I think I'm just the heel there.
Good confirm in the back 3-3 too.
Absolutely. Starburst. Here we go. Ooh, snaps him. Here. Oh, wow. That actually picks up. Here we go. Nice. Cashes in. Not too much else after that, though. Breaks the throw.
Good throw break, yeah. Dang, look at these confirms.
Wow.
Oh, damage.
Fantastic.
They got to take that out. Tekken 8, don't have that back in. Come on. That's silly.
Here we go to the wall. Snaps him back out. Lots of damage off the ground there. Huge.
Good position here for Undefeatable King.
Trading back and forth.
Yeah, Divine has totally brought this back ready. Ooh. If he was looking for hop kick there as a whip punish, he would have had him.
Nice. Wall. Yep. Starburst. Yeah, that's all you want. There it is.
Sidestep, spin him, 3 rounds straight, Divine Exorcist.
Wow, that was a dominant performance. Fantastic stuff. It just shows you how much that the Joe Crush and Joey Fury matchups have been against the Claudios to keep them suffocated. Because when Claudio can run rampant, it looks scary. So really great stuff by Divine Exorcist. We'll have to see if that momentum carries on to the next game.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy fast. I mean, I expected this to be a little bit closer, and I think that the set will play out that way still. I think that this is actually one of those sets where the best of 5 becomes interesting. Like, it won't just be 3-1 or something. I think we probably go down to final game, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. You know, like I think that's where we're headed. But that was a very, very dominant first game. I didn't expect that to happen either.
Yeah, it was. I think as soon as the momentum started shifting and it's getting the starburst after starburst after starburst, and each one kept cashing in and fueling the next, it was like, all right, I think it's a little rough. So I think if Undefeatable King can ice that pressure and really make some of those crazy comebacks that he was making earlier, I think it'll definitely work out more in his favor here as we get into game 2 in just a moment.
Yeah, like, because I mean, a lot of the pressure at the wall was so effective too. They got the same stage again. Come on,
what is
up with
happening?
this chat? Are you guys watching the same tournament? They're randoming the stage, and again the same stage. We've had this happen like 5 times today.
Like back-to-back matches too. It's not even just like happens to happen. It just keeps. Wow, that's wild.
Super weird. But yeah, I was saying the wall control that Claudio can put on you with the back ones, right? So he'll do sidestep back 1 or sidestep 4, and you're just sitting there like, I don't want to take any of this. So then you move or something, and then you get hit by the back when your wall splat, more damage. Now you're still in the same position. You got to deal with it again. It's a problem, and Divine has been playing it very well.
There we go. Gets the first starter here. Ooh, big hits. Tries to sidestep, but gets clipped. Test each other out here. Good buttons.
Here comes that wall pressure. There's the back one. There's the wall splat. Now you're in the same situation once you tech roll here. Sidestep 4.
Yeah.
Spin them. DDT? Well, that's a great on-hit switch position, huh?
Yeah, fantastic.
Throws. Oh, we're all
Is that
caught up.
dead? Oh, I thought it was dead because of the wall.
Doesn't matter. That was a nice try for a comeback, but Divine 4 rounds straight.
Momentum's in his name. Oh, you hate to see it. Ducking right underneath the dabs. Wall break. Oh, nothing to follow up though. Trade, but no follow up. Oh, try to go for a wild poison miss there.
Ooh. Hey. Oh my goodness. Double 1-2. Yeah, I love it. Takes execution. Look at the.
Oh, just waited. He just waited.
What?
Fantastic.
Wait, slice him. He can block. He can block. It's only one jab. 50-50. Oh my gosh. Divine Exorcist, you beast. That was crazy.
Crazy matches here. 5 rounds in a row. Looking absolutely dominant here. Turning it on for the loser's run.
That started from that hard committed duck that blocked the low. And look at the lead now. Hey. Oh my gosh. Back when Oki had a single back 3. That was dirty. The perfect 6 rounds straight. Round of applause for yourself. Hell yeah. 2-0 for Divine Exorcist. Damn.
Exorcist is turning it on. He wants that run back. He absolutely demands that run back. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and Chad brought up a great point. I forgot about this. I knew Divine Exorcist had been in a Road to Evo because I commented. It was the Road to Evo Japan that we had earlier this year. He got first place in that one. He won that one.
Yeah.
So Divine Exorcist now, he's in loser bracket. He lost to Joe Crush, but he's got this run to make. He's up 2-0 here. If he can build momentum, this is the perfect position to do it from, right? The loser bracket, you're in here, right? You got this path where you have to play back to back to back. There are no more breaks here. You just continue playing. So if you're on your game and you can get these wins, under your wings essentially, it can carry you through the entire bracket. So this is not a terrible position for him to be in, despite being in the lower bracket.
Absolutely, and especially speaking of characters who really enjoy momentum, like Claudia is one of them. Like, you're going to be having a blast if you can start getting these reads consistently. You're seeing him chain constant wall pressure into more and more starbursts. Like, it's going to keep happening. And Undefeatable King needs to find some sort of defense to at least weather the initial storm to stop him from building any meter. Start building a starburst, and then have to go from there, honestly.
Easier said than done, though, right? I mean, like, I feel like so many things. Yeah, wow, that was unexpected. I was going to say, I felt like so many things will end up giving him starburst anyway. So you can't really prevent that from happening, right? But I thought that the throws were working out for Armor King. I thought we might have seen more of that coming through. But here instead, we get a character switch to Lars.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm kind of interested in seeing if this is going to be better. I kind of liked Armor King a lot, actually. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, but it wasn't working out. And the interesting thing here is that surely he knows Divine Exorcist has a Lars of his own, right? So
of course, yeah.
It's not like he's trying to catch him off guard or the character he doesn't have knowledge against, right? So let's see what happens. Game 3 here, Divine Exorcist versus Undefeatable King with the Lars.
Let's see how the first initial hits work here. Right to the wall, really clean.
Hey. Size
there
at
we
4.
go again.
Shoulder, yeah, classic setup.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh boy.
We didn't really get to see the Lars, unfortunately. Just 2 unfortunate guesses, and that's it.
And honestly, this has been the story throughout this entire set. It's just more been Divine's offense that Undefeatable King hasn't been able to stop. Like, once he gets him to the wall pressure has been shutting down Undefeatable King. So it doesn't matter what character you are when you have to defend against that. Look at the spacing.
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely picture perfect.
I thought he had to deal with the mix at the wall. He was dead. It is set point for Divine Exorcist. Ooh, nice try.
Oh.
Usually you don't see it whiff in your face like that, so I understand why he didn't get that punish in time.
Yeah, a bit of a flinch. You're like, oh god, I'm used to blocking being -1. Ooh, nice attempt. Great low parry. Right. Scouts it out.
Start, but the wall's in the way sideways. Get up kicks. All right, Undefeatable King, you need this one. Oh, wait a second. 50-50 time. Another chance. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I thought he was going to hop kick. I thought he was going to hop kick.
I felt it in my bones. Here we go, though. Your chance. Takes a round off.
Got him.
Huge. Right to the wall you go, my friend.
Oh, he's going in.
Yeah, he knows he has to ice any momentum. Get himself off the wall. Starburst at the wall.
Oh
my god!
Wall jump! Okay, Undefeatable King turning things around.
What a call out. He knew it was happening. He's like, alright, I've been pinned to this wall for way too long. Nice jab it up. Power
Got
crush.
him! Power Crush launchers are cheap and over half life bar lead. Undefeatable King with the Lars. Trying to get a game on the board here. It's working. It's working. Lars Alexanderson,
wow.
bro. Damn.
Fantastic. Once we saw the Lars actually get some actions in against the pressure, you can see exactly why Undefeatable chose it. Really fantastic stuff there. That Power Crush was brutal.
I hate this character.
Oh man. He has lightning powers now in his
feet are on lightning. I was gonna say they're on fire,
great.
but they're on lightning. They're electrified feet now.
Yeah.
In Tekken 8, I can't wait to use them. I mean, I really honestly haven't put enough time into learning the character, which is probably why I hate him so much. He's also like, for me, Tekken was like when I first like got attached to Tekken, it was a very martial arts based game, right? So to see a character like Lars that's literally just flying in and out and flying through the air with triple flips, I'm like, what is this dude? You know? And that's been the direction of the game anyway ever since. So it's here to stay. You know, you got Elisa with her chainsaws and her head's coming off and everything. There's always been weird stuff in Tekken with robots and bears and dinosaurs, right? So
of course,
can't be too mad about it. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We'll have to see how this one goes out now. This seems like a good, strong character shift here, and we'll have to see if Exorcist can like adapt to it. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I think that first couple of rounds with Lars was rough, but I think he was one of those, you know, switching gears between the characters mentally and getting the Lars rate. Because by the final round, he was in full Lars mode, it felt like. So that was a great turnaround from Undefeatable King, and I think the set is far from over.
Yeah, no, this should be a lot of really great shifts back and forth. I think you predicted it early, saying that this was probably going to be one of the matches that was really going to demand the best of 5, and I think you're entirely right about it. We'll have to see what happens here.
We will see. I mean, it would be crazy if Divine switches to Lars now. Like, let me show you Lars mirror match. What?
I'd be so down for that. I feel like he'll stick on Claudio for one more at least, and if that doesn't work, then maybe. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, those are the only 2 characters I've seen from him. I think he might have a 3rd character too, but we're going to Island Paradise this time around. Game number 4 between these 2 guys.
Fantastic stage. Here we go.
Oh yeah, definitely interesting stage too. You know, you got plenty of space upstairs to work with the balcony break, but then once you have that balcony break and you go downstairs, it's a large open wall stage, right? And I think that's closer to the size of stages in Tekken 8. You know, it's like that much space to work with.
Exactly. We'll see what they manage to make of this here.
Good block on the down back 4. Oh,
nice.
Dude, his timing. I never noticed it before, but really it's his timing on the back ones for Okuzemi during the opponent's wake up at the wall. That's what's so good about his back ones.
Yeah, and his momentum is so strong too. That was a clean, perfect. You don't get to see any of the Lars' really big attacks here. Nice.
Wow, the power crush, dude.
Beats it clean, but gets pushed into the corner this time.
Yeah, gotta be careful in this situation here against Claudio. But nice, works his way out of the wall. Down 2-2 off the starburst. It's enough. Set point again.
Here we go. Is it gonna be dominant again? We'll have to see.
It's the music, bro. The music powers him up. Watch.
Absolutely.
Another reason I hate Lars. This is soft.
I see. Anyone's chance here. Undefeatable King, master of comebacks. We've seen him do tons. Big hop.
Oh, he's in trouble. Is it enough?
Just barely staying alive. There it is.
3-1 Divine Exorcist over Undefeatable King. Nicely played, sir. Undefeatable King trying out the Lars. Lars are working for a little bit, but nice adjustment from Divine Exorcist there. His Okuzemi and his wall pressure was just too much for him, I think. And the Claudio advances the tournament into the top 3. Congratulations, Undefeatable King on 4th place here. That is $100 for you, sir. And 3rd place, by the way, if they lose, also gets $100. So even though Divine Exorcist won this, he might get paid the same if he loses the next set, right?
Yeah.
But it's all about 1st place in this tournament, really, right? If you're this deep into the bracket, you're trying to get that 1st place finish. On Divine Exorcist, you know, he's beaten these players in the past, right? He can do it. He's won one of these Road to Evos earlier this year even, so it's possible. But his opponent that he has next is actually going to be Joe Crush, the man who sent him to the loser bracket. But before we get there, guys, we do got to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We will have our top 3 right after this.
Back to PlayStation's Road to Evo. I'm the Skilled Roy, joining here today by Rip. Man, what an incredible match that just was, Rip.
No, it definitely was. Undefeatable King out of the tournament at 4th place. Divine Exorcist moving on, of course. He's moving on now to the losers final, where he's going to be going up against Joe Crush, a.k.a. Father King 1. I want to always mix up those. I'm like, one King Father. No, it's Father. No, King Father. Father King 1, a.k.a. Joe Crush, in the losers final, getting the run back with Divine Exorcist, of course. Giving the run back to Divine Exorcist because he's the one who sent him down there to the loser bracket in the first place. So we will see what happens in this one. It was a blow up the first time, wasn't it? Wasn't it 3-0?
Yeah, we've been seeing Claudio's unfortunately lose a lot of matches to Jax today, and we'll have to see if this manages to be a revenge tour. Obviously, Divine seems to be playing out of his mind, especially in that last match was really fantastic. Some of the fastest matches I've seen in these tournaments, just with some really, really solid play. We'll have to see the momentum carries on maybe into against Joe Crush.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Joey Fury, I believe maybe you want the run back against Divine as well. So you kind of want to take out Joe Crush here. On the other hand, maybe you want Joe Crush because you just beat Joe Crush. You know, like we haven't seen Divine Exodus versus Joey Fury in this tournament, right? So that's kind of what I'm excited to see. But I don't know if Divine Exodus can get past Joe Crush here, Father King 1. That is the big question. And as we were talking about earlier, this matchup between the players at least has been 6-0 in favor of our Jax versus our Claudio players today. And that's just today. So we'll see if that streak continues or not. Violent Systems is where we're headed for our losers final. Divine Exorcist versus Joe Crush.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredibly explosive match for sure. Divine coming in off a really strong showing already. Has a lot of momentum running into this. So we'll have to see how Joe Crush handles it immediately.
Alrighty, game on. Jackhammer, plant the seeds. That is one of the things we did not see, right? Divine Exorcist was not sidestepping the jackhammer.
No. Here we go then. Back to the wall. Love seeing him here before. Doing some great work.
Oh boy.
No, raise the roof.
Yeah, chopped angles while standing one afterwards, and now we got a combo. Divine's way behind. Whoa, he could have had it there.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird situation there. Gets the
Yeah, I like the hop kick attempt, but man, it was a predictable one.
Unfortunate round one there. It seems like a bit of a hesitation there from the initial opening that he got. Caught a couple times there.
Good throw break. Ouch. That is a bummer.
Yeah, right to the wall. Keep him planted. Nice ball standing. Another jackhammer.
Trying to find any damage.
It is close though with Fury, so with Rage, it's 100% doable.
And again, the jackhammers are killing, right? And you can nullify that by sidewalk left, and it's something that he hasn't done in this matchup. Orbital though, whoa, okay.
Yeah, fantastic counter hit. Here we go.
Oh no.
Oh no, bit of a drop. Nice, catch some pressing here. Ball standing. Sorry, running.
Damn, girl! Oh my god, the damage from just 2 hits.
Oh my god!
Make it 7. 7-0. Wow. Our Jax over our Claudios today. It's a 7-0 matchup, dude.
That's wow. You know, I fought a lot of Jax before. It's not looked this dominant sometimes. This is crazy.
It's a problem, dude. We need a nerf Jack.
Clearly.
Dude, I forgot what the hit was. He just did down 1+2 into maybe forward 4 and did like hella damage. I was like, bro.
Like, it's 60% of his life. I'm like, oh my god, it's gone.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was absolutely wild.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll see what happens here. So obviously, Divine has to make a lot of changes here, to make some adaptations. It's not looking too good initially, but it could still be anyone's game here. Best of 5, a lot of time to make choices and improve. We'll have to see though.
That was crazy damage, so fast.
Yeah, just immediately right after each other too. Big swing into the rage drive. Wow.
Yeah, let's see what Divine's answer is here. I think it might be time to switch to the Lars.
Yeah, I think especially it seems like this matchup was just cursed across the tournament wide. So
it's an unwinnable matchup, you know?
Yeah. You heard it here first, Claudio players. You can now claim that Jack is an unwinnable matchup. We'll have to see though. Is it going to be swap? Nope. Sticking on it. Sticking to the guns. Mishima Jojo.
let's see how it goes here. Mishima Dojo. It's a good size and shape of a stage. I think a lot of people like the stage, so
good standard stage
good for everyone,
sure.
basically.
Yeah.
All right,
here we go.
Divine.
Oh, you saw the sidestep. You saw it.
Yeah, but it was
He's scouting
right.
it.
I
Yeah.
mean, right's good, but jackhammer's what's killing him, and he hasn't tried to step in the direction to avoid the jackhammer yet. We did see Joey have a lot of success with the sidestep rights against a lot of the pokes, though, so it's not a bad choice either.
I love him scouting out the wall running 2 there. Exo's gonna have to start switching in some wall running 3s. Taps him.
Yeah, that tap and rage, we'll see that come back to haunt him or not.
You saw him do the wall running 3 that time.
What a down jab.
Oh,
Damn, that was
called
a
out.
setup.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Round star hop kick. Oh. There it
Got
is. Just heat seeking with these. Yeah, catch the roll. He's planted. Yeah, wall bounced. No, you're getting nowhere. Perfect. Really incredibly dominant performance here. Divine needs. Oh
Yikes.
my god.
Bro.
Actually being put into a combo video as we speak. Oh, bit of a drop.
And the power crush for the wall splat.
Oh my god. No, don't double perfect him, please. Oh,
Low
thank
parry.
god.
Not over, not over. Bring it back, Divine.
Oh no, was that a missed wall running too? Oh. Damn, Joe crushed the wall. That last round in
Unbelievable.
particular, ridiculous.
Yeah, you know, so that means it's 8-0 Jack versus Claudio today.
That is, you know,
That's time to switch to Jin status, I think. You know,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Jin
yeah.
or Lars, or I picked a random character. I said Jin, but I meant Lars. Damn, that is brutal.
that is brutal. I think this is showing just like how experienced Joe Crush is in this matchup, especially like just scouting out everything perfectly, managing to get every single thing he needs. Might need to be time to swap things up. This is looking a little too dominant to be something that can just be fixed in one game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that the Lars would help at this point, but at this point, I feel
Can't
like
hurt.
anything helps.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I'm not sure it
Nothing
can
can
get
be worse than a 5-0 character, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a 6-0 character could be. I don't know. But I feel like anything else is not a bad choice at this point.
Yeah, it just felt like he's getting walled out constantly. Not having it, although one thing is worth mentioning is that it's not really character specific, not being able to answer to the jackhammers, right? That's something that's
Sure.
more of a we need to have to see him actually land it consistently.
Yeah.
One thing I really liked about Exorcist was his wall pressure and being able to keep Jack pinned to the wall when he did get it. It felt pretty good. Just getting to that point has been extremely difficult.
Yeah, and I
Just
think in
staying on
general
it.
too. Like I think that if you look at the way Joey played versus Joe versus everyone else, really, it's just the more patient gameplay, and we really haven't seen that out of Divine. And like a lot of Joey's game plan was staying just slightly out of Jack's range, but staying within range of like Fang's down forward or Fang's comeback 3 range, so that he can like stay within range to poke, but out of Jack's range where Jack can really be a major threat. And so we'll see what Divine tries to do here. But this is potentially the final game of the set. No, you got to duck those last hits.
Yeah, guaranteed. Here
It
we
looks
go.
like character inexperience, really, on Divine's side.
Yeah. So unfortunate for a character like Jack too, who's always around sometimes. But some of these don't see him in tournaments.
And Joe's got all the setups now, huh?
Yeah, it's just going for everything at this point.
Power crush setup.
Big punches. Here we go. Yeah, test him on it twice. Get starburst. Chance to make something happen.
No wall splat, though, and the back one's not air. And see, that was the thing, right? We've seen the timing on his back one for Okazemi be really good. If the player's getting up, Joe let him whiff the back one so he could punch with the get-up kick to win that round.
Yeah, really smart. Maybe saw the match prior too.
Yeah, that's the thing about Tekken compared to other fighting games in general, right? Tekken is one of the only games where you can choose exactly when you want to get off the ground. Most other fighting games, they force you up by a certain time.
Oh, the pancake. Oh my god. Catch it more times. Nice. Oh, ducks it. Still feeling each other out here. Next, we need to find the answer for some of these moves. Smell a jackhammer coming. Oh my god!
And I like
goes
that he
for it.
didn't get hit by the second hit there. He's been getting hit by a lot of second hits lately.
Yes, yes.
Running 2, all right. Don't do it again. Forward 4 instead if you do it. Uh-oh.
There it is.
Okay. Patience. Patience. Joe Crush. Still has life. He only hit like one hit, I feel like.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nice ducks
There it is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Got scouted out after getting hit the first time. I feel people have been falling out of that a lot recently. Great low parry.
Two-ender, get starburst. Punish, yes sir. That's at least something. I think forward to maybe more optimal or shoulder.
Nice. Oh my god, the patience. That was so scary.
Oh,
Yeah,
dead.
that's it.
Set
Big
point.
boot.
Oh my
There it
god,
is.
beautiful, beautiful.
Right to the wall. Nice. You saw him go for it again, but he got hit by the spring kick.
Oh my gosh.
Just throwing it out
Terrifying
there.
moment. I'm Joe Crush, I'm finishing that string again. Double orbital, yo, he's trying to crush these lows. He's tired of them. Joe Crush tries to make him
Third
cross,
one.
no go. Oh my gosh, what a scumbag. God. 3 times in a row, gets hop kick for his trouble, Superman. All right, final round, game 3, set point, Father King 1.
Fantastic stuff here. Exorcist bringing it back very slowly. Oh, but gets caught one more time.
And
Damn,
we're
it's
going
gonna be
straight to the
big.
wall. Tiny
Yeah.
stage.
Oh my god, already half health from that one interaction. Nice choices. Oh no.
Yeah, big trouble here. Can
Right
Divine
on
steal
deck.
this round back? Spends the rage, gets nothing for it, and the
No.
down back 1 closes it out. Father King 1. 3-0 again over Divine Excess. 9-0 is the score for our Jack Claudio matchup for today. It's a 9-0 matchup. What are you going to do about
It's
it,
a
bro?
9-0 matchup. Not much he can do. Did his best he could.
Damn, brutal.
Yeah, but really great stuff by Joe Crush though across the match, working in all sorts of different offense as well. Almost using the entire move list at a certain point, but really great stuff across the board.
Yeah, nicely done to Divine Excess. Still 3rd place here today to wrap up his showing here at the FCC Arcade. Road to Evil from PlayStation Tournaments. 3rd place, not a bad showing, you know. Ties with Undefeatable King in terms of payouts here. And then, of course, we still got our top 2 here. This is the big one. This is the grand finals incoming. Joey Fury going to be on the winner's side of things. Going to be going up against Father King 1, a.k.a. Joe Crush. And, of course, 1st place, it's the road to Evo. You're going to Evo. Evo hospitality package. You got a flight. You get a hotel. You get spending cash for your food and beverage. Plus, you get tickets to the show and the finals. It's an amazing package. 2nd place, you get $200, right? So it's a big difference. Big difference between 1st and 2nd here. And, of course, Joe Crush coming from the loser side means he's got to win 2 sets against Joey Fury. Earlier, Joey Fury beat him with Fang Wei. That's how Joe Crush got sent to losers. We'll see what character Joey brings this time to the table.
Yeah, and this is going to be a hell of a mountain to climb to having to win 2 full sets against one of the best players right now. It's going to be hard, especially when that player was the one who sent you to losers in the first place. There's a lot of adaptations, a lot of mind games already going to be being built up between these two, but Joe Crush has a really great history of doing some really crazy matches too. So I'm excited to see how this one sort of shapes up.
Exactly, and obviously the first time around, Joe Crush was using Jack the whole way through. This time we might not see the Jack, right? If it becomes problematic and the whole tournament is on the line, we might see a character swap, I'm thinking. But it's up to him and see how the match plays out in the first place. But that is our grand finals here today. A lot on the line. Very exciting times. Good luck to both of you guys. Joe Crush and Joey Fury. Oof.
Yeah, my thought is, like, you know, he always sticks on the Jack when it's the regular tournaments that we usually have. But when a trip to Evo is on the line and you're in losers bracket, you know, no one's gonna blame you. No one's gonna blame if you want to pull the Geese Howard instead.
Oh man, hold on. I gotta make my prediction. I gotta make my
here
prediction.
Here we go.
I'm spending all my points on this one. Let's see how it goes. I put 6,000 PlayStation channel points on this one. Oh man, the bets are one-sided like crazy too.
Oh no.
How do I undo my bet?
we have
The odds for betting on Joe Crush are like 6 or 8 to 1 right now. The payout for channel points. So that's a lot of channel points you can get, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean the channel points don't really do anything, but it's still fun to have it, right?
Of course.
Man. And yeah, like I was saying, chat, I see Chad asking what is second place gets. Second place gets $200, which is a nice chunk of change for an online tournament, right? But compared to first place, it's a very, very big difference here.
Yeah.
So what, 1 or 2 sets to determine that big difference is what we're going to see in a second.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really competitive match too between these two. We already saw a little bit of their prowess already, doing some really great stuff in the first match, and perhaps a game 2 and match 2 and 3 would also be as good. We'll have to see though.
Exactly. Man, I'm really curious to know what character we're going to see out of Joey Fury, just because he won with the Fang earlier.
Yeah.
By game 3, it started to look like maybe Joe Crush was getting a handle on the Fang, but it didn't matter, right? Joey Fury closed it out anyway. So I'm curious if he starts with Fang again or not. I think that's really the question.
Yeah, because if you're already noticing, and of course Joey Fury probably knows this too, noticing that like Joe Crush is already starting to catch on a little bit. That's a game you'd be throwing away just because you wanted to prove a point earlier. I think your points would have been made. You showed your friend how to take this match as Fang, and now you can bring out something else instead. But we'll have to see, of course, as this sort of shapes up.
I mean, on the flip side of that, maybe Joe Crush is more prepared for his other characters. So you never really know. And then being on the winner side of a bracket, it's always dangerous to feel like I got a set to play with. That is like the worst mentality, because once you start thinking that and then you lose that first set, it's like, oh wait, now, oh my god,
there it is,
mirror match, the Great Jack mirror match.
Now we were talking about this as
stage.
a possible option when it was first coming up, and I was kind of hoping to see it. These two play Jack so differently that it's going to be a really fascinating sort of match to see how they both sort of handle this matchup, especially seeing each other's tricks throughout the entire tournament so far.
Time to show off with the Great Jack mirror match.
Here we go. So face each other out there. Really standard play here. Lots of good jackhammers. Nice. Catches them. Right to the wall. Some big damage.
Hey.
Into the wall. Another jackhammer.
Get it out of here.
Fantastic.
I seen those coming. Bing, bang, boom. Ooh.
Yep. There it is. Fantastic play with Joey Fury right there. Another jackhammer. Haven't seen too many from. Oh, there it is. Answering one back.
I mean, Jack can still sidestep it.
Yeah,
he's a big boy, but he can sidestep it still. Maybe a little harder. Bigger hurt box. More pressure. Jackhammer all day.
Let's go.
Oh man, they're swinging.
Nice.
These robots are going off.
Another one. It's his turn. Flopping back over again. Here we go. Redux. Oh boy. He finds its way. See. Huge. Just walks up and does it. Oh, pancaked. Oh, get up a kick. Fantastic.
Rage art, yes
enough.
sir.
Yep. Extendo glove. That's it. Incredibly powerful first 2 rounds here by Joey Fury.
Yeah, very comfortable in the Jack mirror match. I mean, he's been playing against Anakin's Jack for a long time, but throughout Tekken 7, this character has gotten more moves, more changes to move, so running the mirror match is a little trickier than it used to be, basically.
Absolutely, especially how Crush plays the Jack in particular. Lots of wild card moves watching out for here.
Yeah, but Joey, he's so prepared for it. He's seen
Absolutely.
Joe Crush. He knows what he's trying to do. Position switch me, sir. Joe's going to do it back. Watch.
He's looking for it. They're both hovering each other's range here.
Ooh, that was clean.
His chance makes something happen here. To the wall.
Pop, pop, pop.
Mix up. That's it.
Very nice, very nice.
And string back.
And a full cross mix game out of Father King 1's Jack. It's pretty ridiculous.
That's doing really solid work here. Oh, nice. Fantastic low parry. Right to the wall again. Tries to track him down with the jackhammer. Whoa. Oh my god.
Damn, sidestep 2s all day. Debug.
Trading jackhammers back and forth. Joey Fury, rage on deck. I love the micro positioning there. Really great.
Oh, I thought he had him.
Yeah,
I thought he had
for
him.
a second.
Final round, game 1.
What a game one this has been so far. An immediate low parry.
Joey Fury looking good. Beautiful punish. Joe Crush in trouble this round. He's in trouble for this game right now. Out of range, and Joey Fury closes the first game.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic right there. Joey Fury almost lost grip of the match right there, but manages to close it out. Really solid stuff there. So this match is still quite competitive. Joe Crush almost brought that back from the 2-0 round start. So could be huge here.
This is actually really interesting too, because I feel like Joe Crush, he wants to beat the Jack players with Jack. Like, he wants to assert Jack dominance, right? But I think that his Geese is a good choice against Jack the character. I always have thought that, right? I mean, these characters, they don't really, I mean, they do poke low a lot. Geese has his forward 1% to jump over low pokes. If you get him to start doing down for 2, then the back 3-2 is there for the launch punish, right? So just on paper, that simple, those two things simply help the match out a lot, right? But I feel like by Joey picking Jack here, it's kind of like mental warfare, forcing Joker's like, are you really not going to try to run this mirror match? I mean, you really going to switch to that better character? You know, like, like, where's your sense of character pride? You know, it's a good idea.
No, I like this a lot too, because I do think in some interesting ways that, like, you saw Joe Crush did take the leads there sometimes. I think this is definitely possible to win, and it'd be a great way to get to sort of take the bracket reset as off a mirror, you know, especially from a mental angle, and then go into the next game. Eventually, I assume Joey Fury wouldn't stick around for the run back, but we'll see.
Oh man, interesting, very, very interesting. Yeah, I'm very curious now to see what character we get out of Joe Crush. I think he sticks with the Jack the whole way through tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's has his heart set on the Jack he saw in T8 trailer, and he's ride or die until that happens.
Yeah, the whole way through. But of course, like we're mentioning, big prize here, man. It's a big prize. And also, if you're down and you're coming from the loose side of the bracket, now's the time to switch characters, right? You don't want to go down 0-2 and then bring out the other character. It's going to be the Geese Howard.
Yeah,
okay.
You're right.
Game on. Game on. Let's see if he can get it done here.
Yeah, and, you know, we were saying that with a prize this big on the line, a trip to Evo, all trip expenses paid for, hotel, food, lodging, the flight, everything. I don't blame you for wanting to go for the Geese here.
Look at all those S pluses and the Tekken. Goddamn, everything's gold.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Throw countering and agility. He's got an agile Jack, dude. How are you gonna stop him?
Unreal.
Aggressively agile with the Jack. Oh, he's gonna play the intro.
Of course.
He random the stage.
Oh
what?
My God! Actually, magic,
bro. This could be destiny. This could be fate at work here.
Yeah, if anyone can do it now.
Counter it down for it. Doesn't get the combo, but doesn't matter. Gets a little bit of damage anyway. That's combo damage, basically.
Yeah. Pushing back and forth here. Nice. Snipes out of the air with the jackhammer. Oh my God, the patience.
Ooh, good block. Fully charged down back 2 there. Throw break's good.
Huge. Right to the wall. Another break, but now there's perpendicular. Right to the corner, though. Yeah.
Oh, he's trapped. Even his first round. Geese Howard.
Taking the initial lead. Geese Howard looking like it's working out so far. Joey Fury has plenty of experience against Geese too. This could go either way.
This match is definitely going to be a little bit harder than the Jack Mirror match, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For power crush there.
Joe just building a meter here. Oh, that's a wall break.
Yeah, huge.
Oh, he saves it.
Not. Nice. Maybe one smaller stage here. Stick around for now. 2 bar though.
2. Oh my goodness. Tilt the backbreaker.
Yep. Here we go. Round 3. 1 round apiece.
1+2. No break. 2 bars a meter now on the side of Father King 1.
Yeah, you're gonna see it be spent here soon. Redirecting him towards the wall. Doesn't get it though. Doesn't even need the meter. Perfect.
Uh-oh, we got a set.
Oh, I do not want to see Geese walking into round 3, to round 4 with max meter. Here we go.
Got it right now though, but this round, Joey Fury starting up a small lead. Tilt the world backbreaker again.
Yep, huge.
Planting some seeds.
Oh, but gets the corner swapped on him.
Get out
Power
the air.
crush.
Power crush. Give me this perfect right back at you. Final round, game 2.
What an answer. All right, here we go. Final round. This really spells the fate if he's going to work out or not.
Oh my god, the
Oh
dashing.
my goodness.
And he's got full meter, spend bar, yeah. Activate, mix up time. Get out of here, power
Wow.
crush. Good defense from Joe there.
Great stuff here so far. Make the keep away here. Oh, catches the dashing right there as well.
He put the full crouch mix up mind game into his own head. Like, I know what you do with this. Am I threatening it or not? But here we're at the wall again.
Huge damage.
Another bar meter still too to try to force a mix up with. Or to confirm for a combo and win.
Oh, just using the fire.
Jackhammer, plant the seeds. Double rage. Debug blocked.
Oh
Got
my
him coming
goodness.
in. Joey Fury. He's out of here. He's
out.
out of here. He's flying away to Evo right now. He's booking his flight. Give him my hospitality package. 1 game away from winning the road to Evo.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic match there. Joey Fury not shaken at all by the Geese swap. The Geese swap seemed to work at first, but as soon as Joey Fury adjusted, it was lights out.
I mean, honestly, he kind of had it there. It just barely slipped away at the end. So now he's in a rough position, right? No matter what character he chooses, he's got to stick with it to win 3 games straight. Geese looked okay. Jack looked okay too. You know, I don't know. It's a hard choice.
This is rough. I don't know what I would pick here. I feel like the Geese are just better from a pure number evaluation looking at the matchup.
Dude, he should pick Fang Wei.
Bring it full circle. I'm so down for that. That'd be the funniest reality possible.
It would only be funny though if he wins with it, right?
Oh,
Like if he picks it and loses, it's not funny.
Yeah, true.
Oh man, let's see.
All right, we'll have to see in just a moment. We get the players all in here in just a sec. But it's looking pretty good for Joey Fury for that road to Evo. All expenses paid. Would be fantastic for him to enjoy an amazing tournament entry to Evo without having to spend any of the money to fly all the way there.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about the hotels covered, the flights covered. You get the spending cash. You get tickets to arena. You also get your ground transportation covered. I forgot to mention that earlier. So
That's
even
crazy.
like your Ubers from the airport to the hotel, man, people always forget about that part. It's covered. They took care of everything this time. They had it all thought out. Smart stuff. And it's back to the
He's
Jack.
back. Let's do it.
It's
3
time
rounds of
for the
Jack.
great Joe off. Here we go. Joey Fury versus Joe Crush. Jack versus Jack.
Wow, this is kind of perfect, isn't it? Twilight
is.
Conflict 2, really fantastic map here. Let's see how this sort of goes. Could go either way at the end of the day, but I think Joey Fury is looking pretty strong going into this. We'll have to see some adaptations by Joe Crush.
Twilight Conflict number 2. Potentially final game of the tournament if Joey can close it out.
Nice. Catches him over time. Ooh, big. Team train flows back and forth here. Doing quite well, honestly, overall. Let's see how it goes.
Oh
Nice.
my
Huge.
gosh. Good
Raise the
Joe
roof.
Crush.
Big damage. Keep him to the wall.
Patience.
Yeah. Oh, Anderson's
I
own!
can throw it back at you. Is that going to kill him, bro?
That'd be so
Radar.
funny.
He's
No
going to kill him.
way.
Look at the damage, dude. 65% damage. Down +2. I got those two. Boom.
Wow, what an answer. Immediately saw it, downloaded it, took it into his own repertoire. Absolutely incredible. Joe Crush pissed. Bring him to the wall one
down
more time.
4-2. Yo, ducking on me? That's a Rage Art next game.
Jackhammer.
Debug.
Ooh, get him. Oh! Alright, we're getting to that level of mind game now where we're starting to see the crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's not even mind game. This is just the disrespect levels going up.
Yeah, exactly.
Fly away from me.
Low. Keep checking him. Oh, he's trying to look for it. No.
Damn!
Oh,
off the wall,
let's
that's
go.
a launcher.
Absolutely crazy. Joe Crush chases him down. Nice steps right outside of range. Jackhammer answers it with another zone. Jackhammer's going back and forth here. Oh, they're spacing each other out so perfectly. Great movement. Windmill.
Damn, he swung at it. Wait, he's back there does the jackhammer again. It is tournament point for Joey Fury.
The trip to Evo in his grasp. It's so close. It could go either way here.
No, sir. Joe Crush in trouble.
Find a way. Windmill punches. A little closer. Nice. Answers him immediately with a big boot.
I got one of those. Flash duck.
Ooh.
Joe Crush in big trouble. Full cross mix, no. And Joey dashes forward, cast him down for that might be enough. We're gonna end up
Right
with
to the
wall
balcony.
here.
Yeah, it's going right to the balcony. Here it is.
It's Dunzo! Joey Fury, your road to Evo champion here at PlayStation Terms. Congratulations to Joey Fury. He's getting his Evo hospitality package, flight, hotel, arena tickets, ground transportation, and spending cash. Congratulations, Joey Fury.
Wow.
Not bad. Not
Absolutely incredible match. And actually, we did end up getting the Jack mirror. And what an insane final match that was to go out on as well. Answering each other's own combos, answering each other's own moves. But at the end of the day, Joey Fury manages to take and goes to Evo this year. Absolutely fantastic.
And also, congrats to Joe Crush. You know, obviously not the finish you wanted, but second place, $200. Not a bad showing either, dude. Congratulations. Divine Exorcist, Undefeatable King, third and fourth place, respectively. You guys all get $100. Everyone else, you also get cash, dude. Congrats to everyone who made top 8 here at the PlayStation Tournament's FGC Arcade Road to Evo. Let's take a look at the bracket just to see where everything shook down. Shake 2.
Of course, we just saw Joey Fury versus Father King 1, a.k.a. Joe Crush, 3-0 grand finals there. But Joe Crush got there by defeating Divine Exorcist 4-3-0. And Divine Exorcist got there by beating Undefeatable King. And that was also a really fantastic match as well.
Exactly. It's been a wild day, man. Shout out to everyone who made it this far into the tournament, of course. Not easy. There were obviously qualifiers before us to get into this top 8. Then we had best of 5 the whole way through. But yeah, fantastic matches out here.
Yeah, and if you guys want your chance to compete in these matches, go ahead and check out compete.playstation.com for your chance to participate in future PlayStation tournaments, including future Road to Evos and all the sorts. Go ahead and again check it out, compete.playstation.com.
Exactly. Sign up and get involved. And also, if you guys want to get involved, check out the PlayStation Discord, right? Because you can join the PlayStation Tournament Community Discord to find regular updates on eSport events, articles, videos, meet with other players, improve your game, etc. All you got to do is scan that QR code. You can also watch this broadcast live right there right now. In fact, you might be there already watching this broadcast live right now.
Yeah, and what a fantastic resource that is. And of course, guys, this has been the Road to Evo tournament. There's going to be some more as well for future games as well, so be sure to stay tuned to those because they're also all fantastic. We got Dragon Ball FighterZ, KOF, Melty Blood, Mortal Kombat. Of course, you just saw Tekken 7 and Guilty Gear Strive. Absolutely fantastic series for your chance to get to Evo.
Exactly, man. So much incredible FGC action presented to you guys by PlayStation Tournaments, man. I was talking about it earlier, but it's unbelievable that we now have PlayStation Tournaments officially sending players to Evolution, you know, the grand showcase of fighting game for tournaments around the world. You know, it's just the spot to be. And even if you guys didn't win out here, obviously only Joey Fury is winning today from North America, but head on out there, man. Definitely check it out. It's definitely one of the tournaments. It's definitely the tournament to go to out of all of the tournaments, right? Like, you want one big giant FGC spectacle, it's Evolution. Make sure you guys check it out.
Absolutely. There's every single game you can imagine under the sun, all sorts of great merchandise, all sorts of great events, and of course the matches are top quality. But Rip, I think that is it for us tonight.
That is it, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. This has been PlayStation Tournaments FGC Arcade Road to Evo for Tekken 7 North America. I'm Rip. That's the Skilled Roy. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.
PlayStation